they already got the coin toss done. Let's see how they look on the field. Let me get the score up here. Let's get this thing going, guys. Cooper Rush warming up in a cold night. It's supposed to be a little, maybe a little rain. Doesn't look like there's any rain tonight, which is good.
Yeah, so far, no rain, right? Fingers crossed. There's still a few hours of football left, though, so it can still start drizzling. But
it was 30%. I think it went down.
You know,
from 30%.
The first chilly game of the season, too, when you think about it.
For the Cowboys. I don't know if
No, just of the season, at least for us, yeah.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
sure other people who live in colder environments have been breaking out the sweaters.
Green Bay got today. They had today. Green Bay had the long. They had Green Bay had those long. What is those?
The jackets.
Yeah, the long. What's those long coats and stuff? Meek Mill over there again. That's why the Cowboys are playing Meek Mill because he's a Philly loser.
Whatever. Anyway, DCW, I'm really glad to hear your shoulder is better. That's awesome.
Yes.
So, Retro Scotty said, looks like we get the ball first. No surprises there, but it's fine because we know what we have to do. By the way, just reminding everyone, take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys can follow us on all social media at MyCowboysFamily, or hop in the Discord as well. If any of the mods have the Discord link as well. You guys can drop it in there.
It's in the link as well. It's in the description. I'm sorry, Cowboy fans.
But I know sometimes it doesn't work.
Eagle fans on the field. I know. Well, either way, it's on. We get the ball first. I don't like that start, but it is what it is. He has 21 kickoffs, Jake Elliott. With that right injured foot, 16 touchbacks only. Turpin, maybe he takes this one back. Let's see what happens, guys.
That ball like he was Tom Brady there. Damn.
Here we go, guys. Like it was Giselle. Anyways, they got they're
not Giselle anymore.
They're blowing up their fireworks. Let's blow this fucking joint up. Let's go, Cowboys!
Woo.
Go, Cowboys! Kickoff underway. Let's go. It's gonna be returned. It is gonna be returned by Turpin on the inside the 1 yard
we're
end.
Starting off.
Fucking slip. And he had it. He knows he had it, but he fucking ran out of his own shoes there, his own cleats. And now we're starting on our own 15-yard line. Not a good return. That's one of the first minor mistakes there from Turpin. Cannot start so far back. They're gonna be loud. They're gonna be throwing shit. They're gonna be getting in our team's face. So we're gonna have to kind of weather this first little drive here. Scripted plays, remember?
Yes, I was just about to, I just saw it. Cowboy Champ just said it. I hope Kellen Moore doesn't call a stupid game. Agreed.
I can't see how he would in this game. He has to run the ball more often. Even sometimes you just don't get a lot of plays. A little jet sweep to CD outside. He gets outside. Gallup
almost gets the first.
About 9 yards. Gallup almost like it was a hold by Gallup on the outside of the receiver. But
I swear we started one of our simulations with that exact play. Not the Eagles one, but I think the one before that one.
Yeah.
So... And hey, I know it's a scripted plays, but right now my only focus is just moving the chains down the field.
The one time we don't need the rest. We usually want to have long drives because we want to rest the defense. Right now the defense is good that they haven't played anything yet.
Yeah, they're nice and fresh, but
second half they'll be rested. Even when they have to come out first. No matter what. Yeah. So shotgun for Cooper Rush, 2nd and 2. Snap the ball. They got a 5-man rush coming, good defense, 43 all over him. Again, good coverage there by White.
They expected that to go to CeeDee Lamb. Again,
I just don't know why.
Difficult time.
This is where I think we should
hearing because you can tell it's loud already.
This is where we should be trying to fucking run the ball a little bit. 3rd and 2, keep pounding. Keep running the goddamn ball, but now
you have to imagine it's one of those weird things where they probably don't want to run because it's a little too predictable. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, but you want to instill that run.
Dollar holler there. No Dak said it. Why not get Zeke started?
Let's go. Well, 3rd and 2. That's why I got that Zeke jersey on.
Classic Go Cowboys because let's fucking
go Cowboys. It is a Zeke run here, and they all knew it. Zeke will not get it because that was talk about predictable. There you go, predictable Cowboy offense there. And that's throwing the ball on 2nd down. Listen, I don't mind throwing the ball on 2nd down. I just don't want to throw it when it's 3rd and 2. You run the ball on 3rd down. Okay, so now it's 3rd and 1. You can run it again for the first down.
It's more about the fact that it was the 2nd and 2, and we should have just ran it to Zeke then.
No one blocked Josh Sweat. He didn't go for. He did not listen. If you have like that, that's we talk about play action RPO. That was neither. That was run zone option there. Play zone. So that's my thing is that for me the Cowboys there. When you have Cooper Rush, no one's really gonna bite on Cooper Rush running the ball.
Plus, let's be honest.
Everyone knew Zeke was getting
when it comes to the entire game, this is the one thing that bothers me though. This was our chance to put points on the board where now we can't and now we don't. You know what I mean?
Now the best part of our team comes out though, defense. First, let's get a good stop here. This guy muffs punts. This Britton Covey, but as I jinx it here, he gets a 10-yard return here. So. We'll see how this thing continues for our deep.
Now they're on the 27.
Now here's the power where we have to really control the Jalen Hurts running. We talk about it all fucking week. We have to stop the run. And that means Miles Sanders, 26. That means Jalen Hurts, number 1. Those are their running. Those are their master runners. We'll worry about the receivers and everything later.
I will say
play press on them.
The Hurts side of that, stopping the run, worries me a little bit more than the Sanders side of it.
Let's see how the Cowboys play here. We got all our defensive linemen on our front line here.
One play at a time.
Mike on the left side with DeMarcus Lawrence as a pass rusher. We got a guy on the right. We got 5 linemen basically looking like we're coming in. And the quick throw, low, incomplete. He's already Jalen Hurts.
already breathing down his neck, though.
Well, that could have been a catch if it was a good pass. I think Jalen Hurts made the mistake there because I truly believe that Cowboys attacked. We brought like 7 guys, because we thought it was gonna be a run. Mm-hmm. So we attacked the run support side of things, let him get the quick pass, and it was a low pass. Jalen Hurts on the first play, seeing the film all week, got rattled. Let's see how he continues because we got to keep him rattled at best.
Exactly. So
Devontae Smith in the slot right now with Anthony Brown in coverage. Low snap. There's wide open Devontae Smith. Fumble. Oh, I thought he fumbled. Damn. So Anthony Brown played way too far off there. I don't know if that was the call by Quinn, but I did not like that coverage when you have, a known passing play probably coming on that down. So I didn't like that. And Micah almost got in. They kind of ran into each other, Micah and DeMarcus Lawrence. But the ball was out too fast to make a difference on that play. I mean, it's too easy of a play when you leave him 10 yards open. Anthony Brown was 10 yards off ball there. So, I mean, it is the way they called it. Whatever the reason is, it is. But we need to play pressed more so in this game and continue bringing the pressure. It's another fake run. They're throwing, and they got nowhere to go. They get sacked, baby. Down he goes.
There we go.
Dorrance Armstrong, sack number 5.
Starting off strong, guys.
6. I don't know how many. He has as many as Micah does right now. Big sack.
I mean,
by Dorrance Armstrong.
Guys,
I told you it's a different defense. I told you.
A few of you guys said it. There's a possibility we could have 2 players on this team either knocking
10?
On the door of double-digit or double-digit players.
I said 3 players.
That was the bold prediction there.
No. I said this year I think we can have 3 guys with 3 guys. I said this year that we can have 3 guys with 10 sacks each. If we put up the type of numbers that we hope look, 2nd and 19. This is where we still have to hold strong. We're playing press here. Trayvon Diggs comes up on A.J. Brown. Mike on the outside coming with the pressure here. Coming on Lane Johnson. They go Trayvon Diggs in coverage there, allowing about half the yards back there, about a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7.
He tried to knock the ball out though. That was an aggressive.
That was an allowed
arm swinging.
That was an allowed. That was an allowed coverage there to kind of give them a little room. Let them get the 6, 7, 8 yards. I mean, they got 10 there, but now it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7.
What I'm trying to say is that I think he could have stopped and he could have tackled them a little more aggressively earlier, but he was trying to knock the ball out first. That's why he got an extra yard or 2.
3rd and 8. Now we got to stop him here, guys. There's no fucking excuse here. No penalties.
By the way,
no mistakes.
Micah's on the outside now.
On the left side. He's been there the whole game.
No, but but it was Tank last time.
Yeah. They switch around. They move around. And Micah's coming from the outside, pushing. They can doubling him. They can't do anything about it. Guess why?
Overthrown.
Guess why Jalen Hurts threw that ball overthrown? I don't see flags. It's because of Micah Parsons.
I was kind of waiting for that before I reacted there, just in case.
Micah Parsons.
Oh, there we go.
And the reason I'm wearing this jersey, guys, because we got to remember to run the ball. This is for 20 and 21.
And you know what? Defense, thank you once again for making up for the unfortunate mistake of our offense. But you know what, offense? Just brush it off. Refocus, reset.
Now, special teams
basically act like that last play didn't happen.
Special teams is not the special teams is not good for them. But I just don't trust the little tricks and stuff might happen in this game with the Eagles, just because they don't have a great special teams. Sipos is their punter. Not that great of a punt here. Turpin can return this one. Gets a little room there. Almost squeaks through. But he gets about 10 yards. That's a first down. That's 10 yards. Nothing big there in points, but 10 yards. We'll see if those 10 yards make a difference at the end of this drive.
When you're talking about special teams, think less about the Eagles doing something maybe cute. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. You can feel the aggressiveness already from, it feels like one of the things you're going to see consistently in this game is if there's even a chance for us to run it out, it seems like Turpin is going to be very aggressive in this game. Yeah.
And that's coming from Bones.
So, just saying.
What's the family saying
real quick, let me go ahead and shout out everybody here. I'm seeing lots of Big Boss Man.
And again, a lot of times you can't help that because you can't return
said 10 will be fine. Exactly. Skeptical fan said slap, kill him more. So, you're welcome, Snug X. Only Bernie said
run to the left. Run to the left.
Mike Rogers screaming at run the damn ball.
To the left,
fan,
specifically.
Score. Eric Wallace, great
score
evening.
0-0.
What's up? Swole Panther. Hopefully a touchdown.
No mistakes. That's actually number one. Number two is a long enough drive we can rest the defense. Number three, put points on the board. That's the order on offense. We need to do that shit. Running the ball's the way. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. Bruce Cabell saying, let's fucking go. Johnny Mingo saying, let's go Cowboys.
Eagles.
Marcus Kersey, let's go offense.
Who's saying drink Eagles blood?
LT said, OMFG Google said Eagles are going to take an L. He said, good stop. By the way, LT said, good stop there. Interesting game plan to try to surprise Dallas and not run.
And that's the thing. I realized that. But you know what I realized, too? When you throw against this defense, guys, the Eagles are testing us. And they're saying we better not test them. Listen, LT, I told you guys are not going to face your typical pass rush defense you've seen in the past 5 weeks, maybe in a long time. Because these four guys, along with the Dan Quinn scheme and kind of disguises and stuff, it's going to give your team problems. I think you guys should run the ball. Because throwing against us, you're not going to have time. Quick passes he's going to be thinking about the pass rush constantly. And the more we hit him, and we got a sack, the more we hit him, the more he's going to think about it. I love that.
Jesse R. Enjoy all the way from Mexico. Much love. PC76 saying run the ball. Scorpio said stop the run up the middle. We need sweeps to the right or left.
No, to the left. That's their weakness. The Eagles' right defensive side is weaker than their left. Their left only allows 3.5 yards, 3.3 yards. Their right side allows 6.5 yards. We run on our left side, which would be their right side. We run for an average of 5.6 yards. So go left, young man. Go left with Zeke. Go left with Pollard. Outside, off tackle, even B gap, behind McGovern, behind Tyler Smith, behind a tight end like Hendershot or Ferguson. There's no Dalton Schultz tonight or McEwen to help blocking on the outside. Those three guys, where we got to run to that side because the Eagles side, that's their weakness.
Yep.
Their run defense. And we got to use this. No more trickery.
Jason Kojak, Robert Utz, what's up?
Let's go. We got the ball.
Again, we talked about it throughout the week. We don't really
We're
have time
sweeping to the
explain
left,
now.
like we said, and look at that
With
beautiful.
Pollard, by the way.
And again, look at the yardage. Instead of yardage, Farniak's in there. We're using a jumbo package, pulling guys. That's the whole purpose of running like that to the left. We got 4 yards on that play, 3 yards. I mean,
yeah, but basically we talked about it throughout the week. But stats show, when you run on the left side for the Eagles, you tend to get more yards.
We got
that's the easiest way to summarize it without getting into the exact reasons why.
We got an open backfield here. We got Zeke as Pollard as the right side receiver, and the tight ends is both on the left side. They were lined up on the line of scrimmage. Now they're receivers. Cooper Rush got to run out of there and throw it. He does. Gets it to Pollard. First down.
That I have to give Cooper Rush credit. That is the first time I've actually seen him feel that pressure.
Yeah.
Early on too, though. It wasn't like, the guy's right on me. No. He started sensing it right away.
Yeah.
One of the nice things that has been great to see is not just the team improving, but it's nice to see Cooper Rush like that.
Well, as soon as the right edge guy Barnett went in, he bounced outside. Yep. And that helped them because the rush was coming from his backside.
And that pass was much nicer than it was even 2-3 weeks ago.
Usually has problems. His strength is the issue for Cooper Rush.
Okay, the thing is, it's getting loud.
Cooper Rush has an issue going to the outside. In between the hashes down the middle, he's usually good. Fake.
Who was that in motion there?
Oh, man. It looks like an illegal motion for us.
Yeah.
Damn it. There's another penalty coming at the end. So there's two flags on this play, two sets of flags. Dak's running on the field picking up the flags. Let's see what happens here. John Hussey. They don't throw flags too much as these refs. They usually favor the home team. So was it them? Because they didn't stop the play. It's not like they jumped. Let's see. Two flags. So it was a clip. I knew it. CD. So we don't get the play. We lose that play. It would have declined the penalty if CeeDee Lamb did not block in the back, which he did at the end. They started offside. They were in the neutral zone or offsides right there. Hassan Reddick, number 7. But that just offset, so no play, and then no need for that. No need, CD. CD stupid.
I know.
That was no need for that penalty, but it's still 1st and 10 on our own 35. We're resting the defense a little bit. 1st and 10, no mistakes. We're in a shotgun. We got tight ends on each side. Left and right, we got motion there for the run to the left.
Like
Hendershot, only about a yard.
No,
2 yards.
Man, they're
Pollard.
trying to break Pollard.
You got to remember, Pollard got that strength that they don't expect. That's the big number 90, Jordan Davis and Hargrave. Don't forget Fletcher Cox. They got some great interior guys. He just ran through. He just powered through all those guys, specifically Hargrave and Davis.
I think the crazy thing about Pollard and Zeke is that the biggest difference between them is their physical build, because size-wise and weight-wise, they're actually only an inch different and 5-10 yards difference.
They're
not that different size.
But the strength is, you don't, because you're the same side, don't mean you have the strength.
Like I said, it's
Zeke
their build
and Pollard
too.
have the strength. There's Zeke taking a hit in the back, but he gets about 3 yards. But I don't mind the run there. It's 3rd and 5.
I think
Third
so.
and 5 more. Come on, let's get that Eagle blood in us.
4 for me.
Let's get that Eagle blood in us. Let's go.
Oh.
And
I hate to say it, but the same way, like in a weird way, the same way that the Eagles kind of, were trying to pass on us. Like we can't just give up on the run here. And I don't know why we didn't do things better in that first drive.
Right.
I'm just saying that
we made a mistake in that 3rd
like
down
the fact
too.
that we're not giving up
Snug
on the
X.
Oh, 3rd and 4, they gave it to us.
Third,
yeah.
Much love, but the $20 holler. Is that a Tony Pollard coming? Let's see, 3rd and 4. We'll talk about Snug X in a minute.
Thank you, Snug. Much love.
Shotgun throwing, looking, goes to the right, outside. Underthrows it. Knocked away by Epps, the safety.
Oh, let's just be glad it was knocked away.
The lack of power by Cooper Rush showed there to the outside. Much love to Snug X. Taking over the stream boss. I said it. Snug X.
Thank you.
Ripping and rocking here, giving us some good luck on the top of the board. Let's see what happens. Amazing Games passes it to Snug X. What did he say with that Tony Pollard $20 haul, which we should be running more?
We all know why I sent this. MCW looking like a dream right now. It's on me. So thank you. Appreciate you. Much love.
That's a compliment to my wife.
Yes,
thank you.
Robert Utz, yes. It was underthrown, unfortunately. It was
slightly underthrown. It wasn't powerful. We didn't zip out there. We're snapping this punt here, trying to get this off. A lot of rush. Nothing there. A good punt by oh man, too good of a punt. Literally 5 yards in the end zone. It rolled into the end zone 5 yards.
I just honestly, I wish some of our guys on special teams maybe had a little bit more zip there. Had time to get back there, just enough to boop.
I know. Well, that's
the only time I would feel okay with them trying to just, give a little love tap.
By the way, I wanted to say that Amazing Game.
Robert Utz said, you don't give great defense any credit. No, it was good defense. Like I said, I was worried that was going to be an interception and not just, getting knocked down.
Epps had good coverage.
Yeah.
But it was also an underthrown fucking ball. I mean,
remove him from the equation. That ball was still 2 yards too short.
Yeah.
For who was it?
For Henderson, was it Ferguson or Henderson? I'm not sure who was
one of the two.
The
point is, it was too short for one of our tight ends to catch it. Someone in the chat, please let me know which one of them it is, because right now they might as well be thing 1 and thing 2, because they're interchangeable.
Well, 1, 2, or 3. Guess what just happened, baby?
Shot, so thank you.
Right now, Snug X with that $20 holler goes into second place all by himself. He jumps Amazing Games, breaks the tie with Darren Posey and Damn Entertainment. Snug X, he may be coming for that sponsor of the week right there.
There you go.
We'll see what happens. Randy Stites still in the lead. Snug X in second. Amazing Games in third. Darren Posey tied in fourth with Damn Entertainment in fourth place. It's a battle to the top.
Yep. So thank you again. But let me go ahead and hit up the chat. And like I said, thank you, Justin Quarles. For
Q-Man.
It was Hendershot.
Thank you for that. Hendershot. It was little tight ends.
Richard Scotty said, who was open? Brown? Again, on that last one, I'm not sure.
Didn't get to see the whole field, yeah. Not sure.
Cleveland Brown said, MCF is going to be ruthless on Rush if he doesn't win, so you better improve. Devontae Griffin said, this needs to be Cooper Rush's last time starting. Again, I have a great sense that for my birthday weekend, I will get one of the birthday gifts that I've been waiting on, which is the return of Dak Prescott. And again, that's what it is. But thank you, Randy Stites, with that $5 on it. Dollar Holler, much love as we get the game back on. Saying Eagles' O-line is not holding up so far.
I agree. Their best guy who's not injured, the right tackle, Lane Johnson, he's been run in too hard by Micah Parsons. By the way, run defense only allowing like 1.5 yards, 2 yards.
There too.
Great job, yes. Randy Stites, much love to him, knocking Snug X 95, and he's also continuing his rampage up there in first place. Snug X is not far, but it's still a battle, and it's 1 and 2 taking shots at each other there. Much love to Randy Stites.
Thank you. By the way, it looked like it was Gallimore, and I couldn't see who else because they ran away from DeMarcus Lawrence's side. No surprise.
Yeah, Lane Johnson there. They got Micah now as a linebacker here, and we got our regular edge, DeMarcus Lawrence outside. I think Fowler's on the other side, and we got Wilson in the box. I think so. No, we don't have Wilson. We have Curse in the box. Yep. Yeah, they're changing the play now. They're flipping it.
Yeah, Curse is dropping back.
Here comes the late blitz from LV. They throw it at the last second. Damn. He gets the again. Micah in coverage against Jack Stoll, their backup tight. Their second, not back. I say he's their second tight end.
Yeah, but Micah that wasn't necessarily Micah's job there, was it?
Yeah, it was. That's
true, that was.
Micah's coverage there. The thing is, I'm not crazy about blitzing LVE on a delay blitz like that. So that's me. That's that, and I'm not going to doubt Quinn trust. But I just think that you'd rather have I'd rather have Anthony Barr in coverage and have Micah going in as the blitzing linebacker. But Quinn's probably trying different things. Trayvon Diggs is hurt. Left his right
knee. It looks
right knee. But he looks like he's gonna be all right. But he's just kind of like
looks like he's getting checked out on the sideline.
Here's the RPO up the middle. There is Sanders gets the nice run outside. Micah not ever stopping, taking him down to the ground. I mean, he had like a 6-7 yard gain. He went back 4 yards. He went back 3 yards.
So
only a 4 yard gain. So second and 6. Second and 6 rather is much better than a second and 4 and 3, which is what he was heading for. Micah just chasing him down from the other side of the field.
Yeah, in a weird way, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but let's not get too cute either, Dan Quinn. Like, I understand that he's trying to change things up and, like, mix things up or maybe do something they don't expect.
But think about what he's doing, though. He's setting it up for the second half. This is what Dan Quinn always does.
I know.
He's showing you some lesser stuff, I think. Second half, he's going to rebring it. And his real plan is going to come out in the second half.
Man, it looks like Micah's back in.
Linebackers in coverage with a quick throw underneath. Interception.
No.
Oh, my God. Anthony Brown, he missed it. Oh, my God. I thought he had it. I thought we had that beat and that read in it. Goddard got the first. We had Anthony Brown in coverage there underneath. And then Trayvon Diggs is back on the field. So
yeah, and baby, I know you got excited there. I did not see what you saw. I just saw Goddard catching it. So
I guess the
you got a little excited.
No RPO here. Tipped, but still dropped it. Thank goodness.
I know, but that would have been a first.
Yep.
So.
And you see who's on him, right? J-Ron Kurtz is on him.
Thank you so much, Mary Alvarez. What's up? Hello and hi.
Mary.
With the $2 holler, and let's go Cowboys.
Much love. Appreciate you, Mary. With that $2 holler, we got you in that raffle already. You know, the raffle's set, but we got you. And you're on that board. You one of the top names up there. One of the better chances to win. Look, Micah tipped it. And that's why it was tough for Dallas to catch it.
So there we go.
Dallas Goedert to catch it. So now, big play by Micah once again. 2nd and 10. Micah's made like 8 big plays already. And he's only had like 12 snaps. So here we go. Micah's blitzing this time. They're watching. Throws it high, but he makes the catch. Anthony Brown got to catch the outside. Got to get help. We do. LV tries to rip it out. About a 4 yard gain, 5 yard gain. So it's about 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5.
Probably.
Okay, yeah,
No, I'm just saying. Like I think that's probably going to end up 3rd and 3. Let me see.
Either way. If it's 3, it's a little over 3. If it's 4, it's maybe a little under 4. Either way, it's in that range. You guys get the feeling. But it's 3rd down. 4.5 minutes in the first quarter.
So here
0-0.
it is, guys. This is big because, by the way, we forgot to mention it, but they're on like our 30-something.
Yeah, we can't allow any first downs here. They're on our 40-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 5, so even better.
Blood. Let's kill these Eagles. Fuck Philly. Let's go. Motion number 3. Cowboys stacking the line. They go and bringing the motion back the other way.
What was that?
It's a little run to the left, and it's a stop right
fall
there.
For it.
There it is. Cowboys in, fall for it. Osa Odigizua with a great stop on Gainwell.
I love this defense.
The rookie. They're confused. Sirianni's confused. I think he left his beat Dallas shirt somewhere.
I think somebody maybe didn't do what they were supposed to do.
I think he's maybe mad about the way the play was called. Like, I don't think he wanted this play. I think he wanted Hurts to keep it. But we read that Osa did a great job on Landon Dickerson to get the tackle. This guy, they're all banged up on that line except for Lynn Johnson.
What a fantastic job.
They're going for it. 4th and 3. This is it. This is what the defense is about. We're built for this shit. Let's go, Cowboys.
Let's do this.
We're built for this shit. Let's go. 4th and 3. They're in motion with A.J. Brown. Goes back to the outside. Trayvon Diggs got a man coverage on him.
Hurts.
It's a snap. Hurts got it. They're throwing it underneath, and this time they get A.J. Brown with the easy catch. We were built for this, but they got us on that play. Good play call by the Eagles there. 1st down, Fletcher Cox talking shit on the sideline with A.J. Brown. Fuck them both. All right. They got us there. There was 2 options there for us. You said it, watch Hurts, but watching the underneath A.J. Brown was big. Oh, man. And, again, Micah's job would have been to hit him.
I know. I think Wilson was supposed to be watching Hurts, and he just got mixed up in our D-line.
Yeah, but Micah should have slowed him down. Now, there's a nice run by them. Fucking 8 yards.
Damn.
Right up the gut right there. That's a killer. Bohana looks a little tired.
They're moving fast. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're up-tempoing right now. And they're trying to get those points up there, you know? I mean...
You definitely get the sense that they are...
Listen, when you get a chance to get points, you got to get it against either of these teams. Gainwell, very, very good game so far. Outside, though, we got it red. There we go.
Great job.
Anthony Brown gets him down.
No, that was Jordan Lewis.
I keep getting these numbers confused. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Jordan Lewis there with the tackle outside.
OVE with the little support, a little assist.
Quez Watkins on that catch. Now it's 3rd and 1. And you know they're going for it again on 4th down.
Yeah, Tokyo's saying whatever Quinn has for the second half, you better start bringing it now.
Guys, we got to be calm. You got to be calm. Here's a quick play here. Again, they get the first down. They lined right up and went a quick play. I mean, listen, this is not about this. This is the one thing Dan Quinn's defense is not good at, is trying to get a up-tempo. Again, the Giants used that on us. They got us. the Washington Commanders used on us when they did it. They hurt us.
The thing is that we've done a pretty good job of kind of forcing teams to not be able to do.
Well, you naturally nobody can really do that. Naturally, you can't do up tempo sustainable the whole game. But this is the drive. They're pulling it out because they're moving on. Now they're in the red zone at 1st and 10, and on the 16. So we got to get a turnover. We got to get a stop, a sack, something that stops this drive and hold them to 3 points. That's what we got to do here. They're throwing the ball, but they're running up the middle.
There
Nothing. Chauncey Golston with the sack.
Great job.
I don't know if it's a sack. It's a run design, so it's not a sack. Golston with a tackle for loss. Lost about 3 yards. There's one of the plays we need. We got to end it. We can't let a 3rd and 2 occur here or a first down. We got to get a stop on 2nd and 3rd.
I was about to say, you can tell they watched tape on that play. I can tell you that.
Golston, though, beat Landon Dickerson, is having a horrible game, their left guard. And he's getting crushed. Again, with the ankle issue he's having.
Let's take advantage of that then.
We got to take advantage of these guys that are banged up. Mailata, Kelsey, as best we can. Not every player. They're still solid players, but they're not as solid as they would be if they were, of course, 100%. Here we go. Another fake run. There's DeMarcus Lawrence coming.
Get in there.
You got to get that. That's DeMarcus Lawrence. Got to get that. He's throwing it away.
Open.
He's throwing it away,
thank
baby.
Goodness. Ooh, I was worried. I don't know.
LVE comes up there, helps with the I'd say run support. I would say he was almost like DeMarcus. He cannot miss that, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Why is everybody slipping and sliding tonight?
He's over pursuing him. LVE though was like the spy on that play. You understand this, right? He came up from the outside, kind of spying there on Hurts. I told you guys we're going to be running a lot of different spy coverages in this game, disguising guys. But towards the end, watch Quinn switch it to someone like number 6, Donovan Wilson. Right now, we're using linebackers. We're using Barr will probably see, but right now we're seeing LVE
and Micah on the left side.
Everyone's standing up inside. We're going to kind of bring some guys. We drop some guys back, get the pressure going. Fowler, he throws it quick. He forces it. Got to make the tackle. That's it. Make the tackle, and they do. On the 10-yard line, they're about 4 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down and 4.
I can't see them going for it here.
And they better take the points that are given to them. He wants them to stay. Sirianni is not. Oh, hey, let them keep pushing their luck. Their luck's going to run out. I think LT's not going to like this.
I know, but it's like a
4 yards.
4, right?
4th and 4. It's all right. Keep them out. Let's go.
They're going for it.
Cowboys
they
a little
want
confused
the touchdown.
Though. This defense, we got to call timeout if we can't get together here. We look confused. Cowboys look confused. I don't like it. No, did he go off? Did Fowler go off sides? Mailata moved. Who moved there? They got us. Fowler moved off sides, and we deserve to. We're gonna. This is not undisciplined.
They're saying, I don't know.
It's got to be on the Eagles. He moved first. I thought Mailata moved.
This could go either way, but if you know the way that it usually goes.
Yeah. Fuck! First down, Eagles. Fuck these cocksucking refs. Fuck you fucking shit refs. Let's see if Mailata moved. Oh, he moved his head up. That was what a bunch of cheaters, man. I'm telling you, the Eagles cheat like that.
But I told you that.
No, you know Mailata did. He went like this. He just put his head up. And then we moved. But
end of the first.
Fucking cocksuckers. Eagles fuck them, and these refs.
But you know what?
The refs helping them.
But I already said again. We already knew that they were going to be this way. That's why I said that.
Listen, we know the refs favor the home team. This group, specifically this group, favors the home team. But my goodness, the fucking faggot, the fucking guy puts his head up like that, snaps his head up.
I'm sorry, but at the end of the day,
draws our guy off.
At the end of the day, the Eagles are going for it on a 4th down. If there's ever a time to be
more disciplined,
more disciplined, even more aware, the problem is that he was so aware that head snap, he fucking moved.
Still drew him off sides, and that's to be a penalty on the Eagles. That's just the rules. But hey, maybe we have some comments in the chat. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Everyone, actually, the whole chat agrees.
Well, I know most of Cowboy fans are going to agree.
He moved. LT's the only one saying good call. Again, LT, but everyone else is saying, LT, you're right, but the call stands. It's
we're going to give up a touchdown now on this drive here, probably. So. Yeah, and that just cost us 7 points.
He reacted to the motion. Johnny Mingo saying that should have been a false start. Bobby Votto said, we just got lucky here. They went to a TV timeout so the defense can get a little bit of a rest.
That's very true. But again,
now it's a 1st and goal, though.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the fucking 6. Or wherever they're at now. It's 5. They're on the 5-yard line. I mean,
Devontae Griffin just said, Dak better play next week. So, Captain DCW, take it easy. Have a great night.
Appreciate you.
Thanks. Start some of that adjustment now. I mean, can I also just say that again? Quinn does adjust in the first half of games. He just does, like you said. He tends to save certain adjustments for the second half, but overall, like, you have seen him adjust.
He'll adjust. He's
throughout.
just going to adjust. Like, you might see a play here where now we flip Micah Parsons. Now he'll play.
Here's McCarthy talking about how upset he probably is right now.
We have 1 first down. That's. What I'm saying here is that now this unfortunately is a costly drive for us. We're going to get a costly penalty, and we can't cry over spilled milk. So it's done, right? Whatever. We can't blame the refs. We got to overcome the dumb fucking refs too.
Now 1st and goal. Let's go Cowboys. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. Our defense has been known to stop teams, but they are also very efficient running the ball in here with Jalen Hurts. So watch for Hurts here. We're going to have to, it's less field here to cover.
1st and goal on our 5-yard line, just to clarify for everyone who's out there. In second quarter officials.
Motion for Quez Watkins. They're running left, and we let them get a touchdown. There you go. That penalty directly cost us 7 points, and that's that. So there you go. Congrats on the cheap bullshit penalty.
Something else to consider.
I usually don't bitch about penalties, but that was an obvious bullshit penalty call.
Something else to consider. Sirianni's obviously going to be very aggressive, it seems like, at least maybe for this first half of the game. I don't know if maybe that was just a one-time thing, like you said here. But that's
really disappointing. It's really disappointing. This defense got to get these stopped. We can't let them see already. Or now they have. See, this is bigger than just that. Now our offense here's the pressure on the offense. We're gonna have to hold them. We're gonna have to have the ball for some time. We're gonna have to get some kind of points on the board because guess what happens? Now they'll have control of this game. They're gonna start running.
Like we said, that's the one thing that we just couldn't really do. Let's be honest. You can't necessarily count on this offense to go back and respond in a touchdown sort of way necessarily. Like, not saying we don't think we're gonna not get a touchdown. Just saying that it isn't the same type of response. You're right. So, unfortunately, though, that is what they have to do.
They ain't going to do that. The
NFL doesn't care what you can or can't do.
I'm trying to say it's not sustainable with this, with the offense we have. Whether it's Dak or not, with the way we're... See, now we can't really... Let me explain this. We can't really run now. I mean, you're going to see the excuse for... We can run. I think we should run. We have to run, but Kellen Moore is going to see this as the opportunity to throw now. This is where our offense starts. And it's not about Cooper Rush. Stop getting so fucking jealous, guys. Those that hate Dak or love Dak or... I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. I want to win. My thing is that it's about the play calling by Kellen Moore. We got cute a little bit with a couple plays. Got to stay on the ground running, and look what happened. And we again, like McCarthy said, we came up short on some of those... those second downs, we did not do anything on those second downs. We ended up forcing 3rd and longs most of the time, or 3rd and 2s, which we could have, we were predictable in running. So you have to, just the way that the Kellen Moore is calling the game. I personally do not like the start of this thing. It's not just on him, but I don't like the way that he still cannot get himself out of fucking throwing the goddamn ball. Run to the left, and run to the left the motherfucking again. And let's see if they can stop it. They can stop it and throw the fucking ball. But until then, run to the left. That's all I'm asking for. We got to rest the defense, and we got to try to get 3 points on the board. Because we fuck around here, and their defense, their top defense too, guys. Today the Niners, they lost that 20 points they allowed, right? They allowed 28 points today against the Falcons. We're the only team left that hasn't allowed 20 points by an opponent through 6 weeks.
Also, consider this too. We also have not allowed more than 1 touchdown all season so far.
So this hopefully is the only touchdown the Eagles score, but the pressure is now on. This is basically the end of the first quarter, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, they scored it the play before the end of the first quarter. I mean, the first play after the first quarter. First play in the second quarter, they scored a touchdown. So that's a first quarter touchdown. Although, remember, what's their strongest quarter? Second quarter. So they're averaging 18 points a quarter, points in the second quarter. The rest of the time, they average 3 or 2.
That also, hopefully, is good news because that means that if we can put points on the board and as long as our defense holds on, if we respond strongly now, the point is, you guys are all saying it too. Hope isn't lost. Things definitely got harder. No one's saying hope is lost or anything either, but the point is that we do have the chance to possibly control the rest of this game if we can play a really solid second quarter.
But right now, they have the control.
Sorry about that, baby.
No, it's okay. No, right now, they have the control. They have the initial control here of this game. First quarter in, we got 3 quarters to go, but the keys for the Cowboy offense, Cooper Rush cannot turn over the fucking ball. That's number 1 key. Keno knows.
Thank you, Keno Hayes, for subbing it up. Appreciate you.
Welcome to the family. Appreciate you, yes. And so that's we cannot have. Cooper Rush is going to have a lot of opportunities to throw the fucking to turn over the ball, sack, fumble, throw an interception. He's got a lot of chances to do that. He cannot do that. Kellen Moore's got to help him not do that by running the fucking ball.
Exactly.
And not predictably, not in the middle every time, but to the left a little more often. We got Farniok, the fullback. We saw him yesterday. Play action. Throwing the ball under center, tipped in the air, and there's the interception. So what did I just say? Literally, what the fuck did I just say? The Cowboys are giving the game away. That's Kellen fucking Moore's fault. Fuck him. I hope he fucking gets shot and dumped in a ditch.
We didn't even get one play.
Because we threw the fucking ball. We threw the goddamn ball again. Do I have to keep saying it? Because, I mean, I feel like I've been talking to a Kellen Moore fucking wall for 4 years. 4 fucking years. I don't care about number 1 offense last year for half the year. Till we got figured out. Then no adjustments. This is not about Dak Prescott or Cooper Rush. Shut the fuck up. Anybody who's, I don't even know who's saying that. But if anybody's saying it or not, I don't give a fuck.
I know.
Shut the fuck up about Cooper Rush. Shut the fuck up about Dak Prescott. It's about Kellen Moore. Grow the fuck up. Understand football. And I'm talking about the Eagle fans, too. It ain't them. It's Kellen Moore. Just letting you know. You'll never get credit when we're giving the game away. 1st and 10 on our 44-yard line, making our defense's job. They're tired. It's making it hard. Now they got 9 yards on the first fucking play. We gave the game away. Clark Kent said it earlier. You know, he was frustrated. I'm getting out of here.
Willie Bernie said it. We're in trouble now.
Yeah.
Sweeney Dog said, just run the damn ball. Scorpio said, throw it into double coverage.
But it's not about, why throw it? Right? Go ahead, I'm sorry. Sinister.
No, I'm not reading that comment. No. Sorry, it's
fuck
okay.
That. Fuck you.
Rack City said, nice knowing you, Rush. No, it wasn't anything bad. Just it was.
I know. I'm just fucking around. I'm just.
AF
right now,
said, watching a local bar. I'm already yelling "fuck you" to the TV. Justin Kroll said that pass was a little too late.
Quentin Bohanna.
Oh, hurt. Bohanna's hurt.
Looks
now.
like his left arm or his neck. I hope not his neck, because that's where he's been hurt. The point is, guys, we're having a flood warning here near us. But man, I'm just gonna say it like this: this Cowboy defense is tired. What do we do? We come out with Kellen Moore, and we got what I said. He's gonna he's gonna give him the excuse to throw the fucking ball. Right, first play he throws the ball. Listen, I agree with Justin.
You know the worst thing, too?
I agree with Justin Quarles. It shouldn't have thrown it.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because we threw the ball because we thought we needed to throw the ball. Now we're gonna need to throw the ball,
and that's gonna be and that's gonna be the end of the game for us. If we throw the ball the rest of the game, we lost the game. Those Cooper Rush lovers.
So, and yeah, Toucher Smith again. Thankfully, not flood warning for us, just counties near us.
But the point is,
okay. So it looks like Bohanna's okay. He's standing on the sideline and he's talking to the seems like the trainers there. So although McCarthy looks pissed as fuck.
Wouldn't you be?
Montana 808 just said Rush.
Again, don't put this on Rush, guys. It's not just on Rush.
No, just saying Rush.
Just saying, we know Dak's the better quarterback. Good stop there, but Micah couldn't stop him.
Enough.
Again, he got out of it because there was nobody. He wants a hold, but they're not calling holds. They're not calling anything. You can't rely on these refs to help. Again, they're not going to help you. They only hurt you, these refs. And we read this during the week. This referee and crew, they not about Cowboys or Eagles. They help the home team. It happens to be the Eagles today.
No, Dak said it. Never did or will want Kellen on this team. Again, we tolerate him because he's here. What else are we going to do? But. No,
straight run to the left side. A lot of yardage for him again. Great run by Miles Sanders. They're just running.
8 yards again.
Now, and what I say they're going to do after they score a touchdown, they stop us. What happens? They're just going to run the ball.
All they have to do is
run. And they're going to keep running. They're running to the edges somewhat. They're moving to the left, moving to the right. They're moving all over there. They're doing whatever they want.
Saying, Parsons is being held, but guys, I mean, he's been held all season. They called it maybe one game.
I mean, what happened to Malik Hooker on that play, guys? What was he being held? Or he just fall to the ground because Miles Sanders faked the motherfucker out of him. That's why. Cowboys are playing poorly, but they're tired on defense, and they're getting the mistakes are costing theirs. Micah coming in the blitz. They run. We should stop them. They get the first anyways, or if they're not. They're short by a yard or half a yard.
Yeah, we stop them, but not
guys. They
soon
keep
enough.
getting first downs. It ain't ending. This is done. As of right now, we are getting run out. We're gonna get blown out. And now what happens when the defense gets back? When the offense comes on the field, you want to score 2 touchdowns with them? Cowboys did the one thing we couldn't do, and that's turn over the ball. Throwing the ball on first down when we were and they showing them Cooper Rush like he's the problem. Guys, The fucking problem is goddamn Kellen fucking Moore. Case closed. Done deal. It's over. Look, we had fucking Kurt's gonna get called for a flag.
I know, but Kellen Moore is not the one who...
Kurt's gonna... And they still get to the outside on our motherfucking ass. We're lucky we didn't get a call there. Micah's like, what's going on? Because you know what's going on? They're running the ball. Every play's a run. Every play. And what do? We throw. Thank you, Kellen Moore.
Well, when he said it, we knew we had to stop the run.
Yeah, but you just gave them the game on the platter. You told them, hey, if you guys run the ball the rest of this game after that turnover, that interception, and before that, the dumb penalty by the Cowboys, you gave them the chances to do this. There's only you can't stop the run when when your defense is trying to figure out what the offense is going to do. And right now, our defense is confused.
There we go,
Micah's not too confused there, forcing about a 3rd and 3. I mean, Micah...
But even Micah looks,
tired.
A little more tired than normal by now.
Well,
like he's not usually this tired.
They had a kickoff and one play to get back on the field. And that's... The defense has been playing constantly since that fucking long touchdown drive by the Eagles. We just got to get through this with 3 points. If we get 3 points on if we get this 10-0, we're winning. that's a win. That's a win for this team.
That's somehow a win.
Remember, they get 18 points a quarter in the second quarter. 18 points. They get even 3 here. They're 8 away. Here they go. Another run. This time it's Hurts to the outside again. Touchdown. And that's that, guys. We just giving this bitch away. Much love, Dolomite. Appreciate you and welcome to the family. But this game is an unfortunate day for the family to be part of this channel, Frank, because there's going to be a lot of cursing and a lot of pissed off motherfuckers on here. And this is why I said this is the only way it's a blowout is if we let it become one. And this play calling, tiring our defense out. Like, what is the chance? I'm repeating myself because I'm too right in this fucking thing. I'm too right, and I've been right about this fucking team, and I don't know what's wrong with this Kellen Moore situation. But here's my other question: where is McCarthy guiding him to stop doing dumb shit? Because he was there helping him week 2, 3, and all of a sudden we're doing dumb shit again. So why are we going back to week 1 against the Bucs game plan? Go ahead, baby. See this 21 is a fucking run the ball, you fucking mongoloid Kellen Moore piece of shit.
Tanner Cruzy said it's not over, but it's not looking good so far.
We got to come back in 14 points. This offense can't score 10. So we'll see what happens. And they get the ball second half. Don't forget. All mad at the defense. They listen, dumb play by Fowler. Whether it was shouldn't have been called, but all right, it's on him. Dumb play by him gave him the touchdown, basically. And then now, the first play after I said we just run the ball. We can stay in this, run the ball. Throw the ball for interception.
Yeah, JD from DC said that's the same fucking play that they ran earlier. Chris Plumage is saying smart coaching by the Eagles.
Right.
They're countering Parsons with little pass plays out on the flat on his side.
Quick things on his side because of his aggressiveness. So he's always going to overrun plays. But where was Malik Hooker? He was in coverage last time. This time there was nobody there. Was he expecting coverage? Was Micah supposed to be coverage? Micah should have clipped him a little bit. Not clipped him, but hit him coming up. You can hit him there like he's blocking you. He should have done it. That's his fault. 2 times not slowing him down. But I don't know who was really in coverage there, if it's only Micah or not.
I was just about to say, it's not just that, baby. The groin. They're doing that on purpose because they know even if Micah, if he has any kind of groin tightness, groin anything, like where is it going to show the most? It's going to show most in that side-to-side
lateral motion.
And again, it shows he just is not as fast. He's still just as he obviously still has lots of power, lots of whatever. But you see it the most there, where you can tell that his speed is just not as fast as it normally is, and they're taking advantage.
I think it's even though the groin I agree the groin has something to play into it, but I think the bigger issue is the fact that it's just the way he's playing aggressively, and this is a known thing. Whether you hit the edges against an aggressive, not just Micah, but a defense that's aggressive, hit the edges or quick passes to the outside like that.
I know, but Micah usually once, okay, fine. But twice? That's what I'm trying to say.
2 different plays, though. And that's what I'm trying to say. Where was there supposed to be a secondary coverage? Where was the other coverage on that? I'm just saying, Micah, he has his issues, but they're purposely attacking his almost weakness, which is his aggressiveness. And the groin, lateral movement, great points. Both those things.
He is the type of player that usually his speed makes up for some of that aggressiveness. He can kind of come back from some of his mistakes quick enough to make up for it. Right now, with the groin, like I said, we are seeing that I don't think we have that same ability to make up for that. And again, the Eagles definitely pre-planned to make sure to stop Micah. Yep. Yeah. So let me go ahead and kind of hit up the chat. They're slowing him down.
I'll put it that way.
Let me see here.
They're not stopping him, but they're slowing him down.
Let me see. Oh, excuse me. Now I'm getting the hiccups, of course. JD from DC.
Run up the middle to Zeke, and he gets 1 yard. Peters in the game. Jason Peters, former Eagle. Yeah. This could be a clown show instead of a
real
fucking...
quick. Let me see. Oh, I just had a comment there from JD from DC. I was going to read. There it is. Parsons cannot cover anyone right now. The Eagles are exploiting it, and Dan I trust, and he will coach them up. Exactly. Like, that's...
I also think, second half, it might be something different. We can't let this thing get out of hand. So we run here predictably up the gut to Zeke. James Hurd with the $2 holla right there. What did he say?
He said, Dak is happy with this, and where is Jabril Cox?
Well, Jabril Cox is not going to be in the game. Here's a little RPO over the top, overthrown. Horrible pass by Cooper. We got our backups in here. Now it's a 3rd and 9. When I see him throwing to guys like Ferguson and Hendershot, and he's overthrowing these guys, he's nervous. Kellen Moore looks like a fucking retard out there. Sorry, no offense, but he looks like that. McCarthy looks a little confused himself. Just another national game disaster for us here. I know we play well enough against the Giants, but that opening game was a disaster, and we're doing it again here. Shit in the bed in national TV. 3rd and 9. They have all the control, so they're blitzing as well. Up the middle, quick throw on purpose.
Come on, CD.
Can he get it? He cannot. He does get it.
He got the first.
There, he should.
Very clearly.
This bitch is marking him a yard short. She's marking him a yard short. You believe this shit?
Not a yard short, like an inch short.
Are you fucking kidding me? The Cowboys are quick no huddling, getting on the line of scrimmage and snapping the ball here. The Cowboys are confused on offense. I don't know. We're going shotgun here? We're taking too long to get this fucking guy ready. Go to the left side right now. Run left. We're throwing it.
What are we doing? What the fuck? What in the actual fuck? What in the actual fuck?
That's the game.
What in the actual goddamn fuck?
This is Kellen Moore. This is bad play calling. This is bad. This is our backups on the field right now. Looks like shit. Gave the game away. This is the 3rd time we've given the game away. I can't watch this shit. This is ugly. This is a very disappointing showing, and again, the offense is fucking horrific. CD's falling down.
I shouldn't be surprised that that's what we did, but somehow I'm still sitting here like flabbergasted is the only word for it.
But I would like to see where that fucking spot was. Maybe we should have challenged that. But that dumb fucking referee, she put the fucking ball a half yard short. I don't know how, because CD looked like he I don't know where his knee was, so I have to see where his knee is. But at least give us a replay. No, the Cowboys are the ones that run up to the line of scrimmage to hurry up a fucking play.
Do you really think that challenging anything with these refs here? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just
if his knee's not on the ground, you get that first down. You need that first down. But that 4th down in inches, it's a horrible call.
You see,
the guy's open left. Nobody was there.
A few people in the chat do agree with you that we should have at least tried to challenge the spot. But
listen, Cooper Rush. And I'm sorry, but this is why he's a backup. But the whole left side, guys, look at that play again. Go back in your DVRs and rewind it. Look at the Eagles' defense on the left side on the field. Their right side. There was no one there. We had two. We could have had if you have an option, an audible
challenge
sweep.
It all you want.
An audible sweep left, and you got a first down easy. We got to see that shit. This is a bad. Instead, we throw. We play action.
I'm just gonna say the very basic, boring ass answer. I know. It's not what anybody wants to hear. But when you are 4th and inches, when this is all that's standing between you and a first down, you get the ball. And Cooper Rush, you just fall straight fucking forward. You just turn into a fucking tree and plank forward and just get the first down. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
but do you know why you huddle up? You know why you go quick huddle on the line of scrimmage? Because you have guys you want to hold them on the field and mismatch. And they weren't playing goal line, so we had the mismatch, and instead we play action into what their strength is. Which is what the last play was, which is what the personnel is. That is idiotic. That's fucking Kellen Mooreism. Moronism. How about that? Kellen Moron. That's his fucking name from now on. Kellen Moron.
Thank you so much, King Knight 19 and JD
much
from
love,
DC.
Guys. Sorry I'm mad.
I mean, King Knight 19 said, weird idea, but Will Greer, no, because that won't solve, okay, we get the power that maybe Cooper Rush is missing, but we lose the little bit of accuracy that Cooper Rush has.
I mean, at least he moves around. So, but again, Will, it's not about that, because what's going to happen? It's Kellen Moore's offense. It's the same. It's not going to... You can put Dak in there now. We're going to suffer. You guys got to understand this. Remember this when you start criticizing Dak. Remember this. When you throw too much...
And JD from DC with the $2 holler saying, what the fuck are we doing? Quarterback sneak that crap. And thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. But
you don't go up to the line of scrimmage unless you see a mismatch and you got a quarterback sneak it for that reason. The Cowboys decide to play action. The whole point is that if it's a 4th and inches, and now, I mean, of course, now they're... I mean... I don't even want to talk about this. Yeah, this is disaster.
They're on our territory, aren't they?
Yeah. There's a hold against O-Sub. They didn't call it. Barr gets in his face, he throws it away. Watch him throw a flag on us for roughing the passer. But Osa was held, no call. Why would they call it?
Justin Kroll said it earlier too that the officiating in this game is
horrible.
Clearly one-sided.
Yeah.
I mean, even they're talking about it now.
Where was the ball? He had the first down. Like I said, it was an obvious one. You reverse that, and you get this dumb bitch fucking called him a half yard short. I'm sorry, that's a fucking bad call by this ref. And the other ref, too. Both these refs shorted us. I think he looked across and saw her and said, all right, you know what? I'm going to mark it around there, too. Fuck these refs. How much are Philly paying them? Just curious. The Eagles.
Look, it's funny. Like I said, I not once did I expect the refs to give us literally anything here, so I'm not
run up the middle here. He should lose yardage. Donovan Wilson can't make the tackle. Had a 5-yard loss. He got a 5-yard gain. That's on Donovan Wilson. That's not on Dan Quinn.
Now it's a 3rd and 5, though.
We had that play rooted out, but you hear this is their analyst.
Everyone's saying it. That was a blatant first down. I know, guys, but it's funny because
they have to keep showing this to us. Look at him. He's flying in the middle of the field. Obvious first down.
Guys, his knees aren't even down.
And even if they count his elbow, he still passed it. 3rd and 6. Can we get a stop and force a field goal? They might just go for it anyways. They might use 2 plays. They can do whatever they want right now on us. And we have a good defense. There's a run. We got again. Marcus Lawrence got to make the play. They throw it backwards. No gain. Out of bounds. Lost 5 yards. And that's the defense I want to see from this team. They're going to have a miracle on this offense now to get a good drive and move down the field.
Yeah, now they don't have to go for it on 4th down because now they can just kick the field goal.
Right, but the point is that they lost 5 yards there. Again, they have a hurt kicker. Remember, their kicker is not 100%, so, you never know. But either way, they're going to get a 7. Hey, baby, how many points they get in the second quarter? Average? 18. How many? If they make this, they'll have 17 in the second quarter. I've been saying it all week, right? I mean, have I been wrong on this? I hope I'm wrong now. I hope they don't get this. Oops.
Sorry.
And hurt ankle and all, cocksucker makes it.
Yeah, of course. So.
Well, of course. Why would they miss against us? They never miss.
Now, and exactly. And Nav 454, you bring up an excellent point. That's why I said that maybe you were right initially, where you said McCarthy should just challenge it because he said you can't control bad ref calls, but you can control your own challenge flags.
Correct.
You still had the option there to challenge.
But
that
we ran. But think about what we did. A play like that, it's a very important. And what do? We run up to the line of scrimmage. And saying we have a mismatch, we're going to go for this, and we're going to go quick. They don't go quick. The whole fucking offense is confused. The call is a play action. And we throw the ball, and we don't get it, and now look what happened. Cost us 3 points.
Much love. He said, I'm at the game. These fans are ruthless. I even got booed when I sat down. I mean,
Eagle fans are the worst.
They are, but you know what, Darren? Enjoy the game as much as you can. Cheer on our Cowboys nice and loud.
It's hard with this show
and I still want to say fuck Philly always, but right now they're fucking us.
Fuck Philly always. And this game ain't over, but it's not looking good. And we can all accept that, but fuck Philly, no matter what.
Buduoff was saying he's almost Lawrence tonight.
Twice he missed, Been playing great all year, but he's got to make those stops. Although, I will say both his pressures, they didn't get it sacks, but it did end up in incompletions. He didn't have anywhere to go to throw the ball, but he's got to secure that shit. And so does his whole defense. Not just I know Voodoo hates the Marcus Lawrence, but I'm telling you, doesn't think he's that good or worth it, whatever. But he's only $10 million, so he's more than worth it. But I think Voodoo's issue is, why can't these big shots make their fucking finish the plays? And Donovan Wilson missed the tackle for a loss of yardage as well. I mean, in the end, none of that would have mattered because he hit that. It would have been good from 58 fucking yards. So we could have sacked him for 20 yards, and that didn't make a difference in the end. It's just unfortunate the Cowboys gave away 3 points because of Kellen Moore, gave away 3 points because of Mike McCarthy in a way, right? Gave away 3 points. Gave away a touchdown because of Kellen Moore's poor play call with Cooper Rush interception. 4th down, I put that more on McCarthy. I still don't like the fact that, we go for it, and then we play action, and we run up the line of scrimmage. Instead of taking our time to check the fucking replay, we out-coached ourselves here. And that's what bad coaching shows in the end. And that's why McCarthy has some good streaks in them, but man, when he's bad, he's bad. And we've seen it in Washington Thanksgiving last year, or 2 years ago. We've seen it multiple times with these questionable decisions.
It's just unfortunate that what feels like the most important game, we are blowing it in the biggest way.
Shitting the fucking bed. Plain and simple, blatantly speaking.
Nothing. We got a big old goose egg right now. We have no points. And
we have, now our offense is like 29th in the NFL. Just saying, like, what do you expect is going to happen, guys?
But Kellen Moore is great, right?
Turpin's going to return it. That's our best chance to score, or the defense. And there's no blocking for him. There's Jabril Cox, by the way. You want to see him?
Yeah,
I know.
I've seen a few people asking about Jabril Cox.
Cox and Gifford, the two linebackers. Devin Harper, he's out. Inactive.
Oh, there's a flag.
Of course. If it's on us, we'll be on our own 10. We'll be on our own 7.
I was saying, not even 10. It
it's
was
half
like
a
on
distance.
the 12 or 13 there.
Well, no, but then you got to go back half a distance if it's a 15-yarder or a 10-yarder. Yeah, we're not moving forward, so I truly appreciate, love everybody out here chilling with us, because
James 642.
James 0642.
Kelvin Joseph,
guys, he's helping people get shot off the field and shooting ourselves in the fucking foot. The last thing we need is a penalty to take our offense backwards. They're so loud. Remember I talked about this in the Cowboy games when we could pin them back and the defense can take over. Guess who's taking over this game? Pinning us back, a shitty offense. Can we run now? We're down 17-0. We're gonna have to. I mean, I still would say run, but
we can't. Like I said, we can't.
We're on our own
anymore.
fucking 9-yard line. We're gonna run, but we're gonna not get any yards because they know. That almost look like a fumble. Tony, again, we got guys hurt on the ground. McGovern rolling all over the place. I don't know what's going on. It's just sloppy. It's a sloppy game. McCarthy, look at Zeke shaking his head. 21 was nothing today.
Zeke, don't worry, you're going to stay on that sideline.
Yeah, don't worry. Kellen Moore's going to make sure he don't use anybody running the ball. I mean, that's the one run you'll see in this drive by Pollard. We got 1 yard. 2nd and 9, which is part of the problem here. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 10. Running the ball again. Pollard bursting up the middle for a 15-yard explosive run.
At least now we're
explosive
not
run.
So close to our own end zone. We're on the 25, 26.
Do you know what's so fucking funny about this? I'll have 2 things what I see happening. Here's Zeke coming in. You know what's funny about this? I'm sure McCarthy might have said, I want you to run the fucking ball on the fucking little headset. But what's also happening, and this is a 3-down running punt situation. I think that Kellen Moore wanted to waste time and run the ball 3 times. Now we got a first. Now we're in a shotgun. now I get the chance to call the plays now again. Here we go. On a 25 and a quick throw screen to Pollard. Open field.
Guys,
it took forever to get the ball there because unlike Dak and most quarterbacks, Cooper Rush, he's great backup, but has no power throwing the ball to the outside. That was horrible. And Kellen Moore, here's where I say it's not Cooper Rush's fault. Kellen Moore's got to know that Cooper Rush is not going to throw the ball with a zip to the outside.
Let's just be glad he got it out there fast enough as it wasn't intercepted. Forget that.
But that's not on Cooper Rush. We know his weaknesses. Like we know Dak's weaknesses. Kellen Moore goes and calls plays that go towards the weaknesses. What the fuck? Pollard, no gain. So now it's 3rd and 10.
Now we have to pass. And, of course, by the way, guys, the icing on top of the cake, the Eagle players are, like, shoving Pollard's helmet down, stuff like that. Like, they're just saying, like, it's that type of game.
They're raping us right there in the field. Right now. 3rd and 9. 3 receivers to the left. You got Michael Gallup to the right. Where's Michael Gallup at? Let me throw the ball at him. I guess Slay's covering him. I guess we can't throw it at him. I don't know. Maddox is covering. Vontae Maddox is on CD in the slot. Noah Brown up top. And Ferguson in there. 7 seconds. We snap the ball. Pressure's coming. Cooper Rush throws it. Picked by Darius Slay. And that's there you go. Cooper Rush throwing interception after interception right now, but why? What did I say is the problem? We're down 17-0. Kellen Moore can't wait to jerk off all over the fucking passing playbook. That's all he wants to do. I wish he would have just ran the ball 3 times and punted. And that's the facts. That's facts. And it's not about Cooper Rush. It's not about Dak Prescott. Get off that stupidity. It's about Kellen Moore is the problem.
So, I want every single person...
allowing this is the problem.
I want every rush either necessarily. It's about the fact that I just... Watching this, like I said, like, how do you ever come to that conclusion?
Watching it, listen, if you watch...
Just saying, because the only reason...
If you watch the last 4 weeks, you know what his limitations are. You know what I mean?
The only reason Kellen Moore gets away with as much as he gets away with is because Dak Prescott, it has some kind of talent. Just saying. It's not to say that Kellen Moore is somehow good. It's that good talent makes up for some of that
and
absolutely
I agree, but
shitty
where
and atrocious
is McCarthy to guide him? That's the other part of this, right? So we've been seeing him guide him, and we do better when he's guiding him.
It feels like McCarthy is right here next to us watching this game going, what the fuck, man? The Cowboys really need to do something about that.
That's the problem.
So let me go ahead and just hit up the chat here. Yes, I wish Dak were here. I do. And I know what you're trying to say, but LUNATIC said, fuck Philly except LT. But the rest of the city, fuck Philly. Yeah. William Birdie said Rush is getting exposed tonight. Devontae Griffin said, Dak better be back next week. I'm done. I'm tired of choking in big games. Karamawani said it, 4th and inches and you throw the ball. What the heck? And that's why I said that. It almost doesn't matter that they spotted us incorrectly, because the whole point is that what happened afterwards was so
I agree.
much worse because we chose to do that. It's not outside forces that we can't control.
Well, here's my question. Why are we making it harder? Why make it harder for yourself when you got the first down anyways? Yeah, they made a mistake, correct it. That's what they should have done. You don't lose a timeout. You get one more challenge play. It's just bad coaching, because not only that, they didn't even get a chance to look at the play. They run on the line of scrimmage. It was that's bad coaching. Why did Kellen Moore want to go right up to the line and go?
Yeah, Jason Renfro said should have just ran a screenplay there. Jay Palmer said everyone was hyping Cooper Rush up, and they all now see the real Cooper Rush.
You guys heard us here talking about it the whole time. We said Cooper Rush, Cooper Rush.
Fernando's Universe said this is embarrassing.
This is about offensive play calling and Kellen Moore and McCarthy's usage of him. 454
said I think the game plan is to convince the Eagles to play their backups in the second half.
It's starting to feel like that. They got 17. They averaged 18 points in the second quarter. Wide open to Devontae Smith for a first down.
Cooper Rush is getting flushed tonight, said Cleveland Brown.
This defense looks horrible. But
Justin Crow said that's game. Eagles will blow us out at home. We'll blow them out at home. 5-1 division record this year. So,
yeah, I just can't feel good about.
Yeah, Bobby Bottle said I fucking can't believe this game.
It's embarrassing, but they have all the control, guys. I mean, again, they're literally just driving the living shit out of us right now. They're about to score a touchdown here. They're about to blow us out and embarrass us on national television. And, if you tell me what's going to happen if the Cowboys are losing 17-0 in the second quarter, I'm going to say we're going to get blown out.
And you know what?
And we deserve it. The way Kellen Moore's called this game, the way Mike McCarthy has allowed these play calls and decisions to be made, we gave the game away playing to our weaknesses on offense. Look, and then our defense has to play the whole fucking game.
At this point, just no injuries. That's it. I just want to get to the end of the game with no injuries.
Sad situation for our Cowboys. I mean, they're playing hard. Chauncey Golston playing well.
I credit where credit's due. I feel the frustration and the anger and the fire on this defense, but by the time that Cooper Rush got picked the first time and gave him that short field, and then
he had one play break.
And honestly, the real moment, I hate to say it, but that Fowler penalty was the moment that broke the dam. Because up until then, we were going to hold them to 3. We were going to do it, guys. We all fucking felt it. We were going to do it. Or even better, we were going to get a turnover on downs, even if it meant we had to drive 90-something yards or whatever, but they weren't going to get points there. We were
3rd and 2.
And then that Fowler penalty.
An LV looking to blitz, and he just read it. It's a run. It's a first down again.
Yeah. I mean, Micah couldn't stop him.
Where the fuck was LVE, though? I mean, he read the play. He was going to go into that gap, and he went the opposite way. He looked like he was,
forget it. All they're going to do is highlight the fact that Micah Parsons couldn't stop a one-on-one. That's going to make a highlight reel somewhere.
The whole drive, they haven't gone up-tempo until now. Now we're tired.
Great pressure.
No flag. You cannot call a flag on that.
No flag.
It's impossible to be a flag. You had to go through him, and the ball was short. At least that lady ref made a good call that time. Not that it matters at this point.
Cassie Stewart, again, I agree. The Eagles are like one of the only sports teams that I genuinely, truly hate. Like I don't just like dislike them. I hate Eagles.
Micah's job is on that play is to watch Jalen Hurts, though, you know? So it's not all on him. There was no support on the inside of him. So, you know, Micah Parsons, it's not I don't really see him having a bad play. He's double-teamed here. There's LV trying to make the play.
Pressure,
Good job, LV. And then Micah, of course, at the end trying to rip the ball out. I love it.
Look, you know what? Like I said, the defense knows if we have even a prayer, even a chance, even a breath of keeping up and staying in this game in some way, it's going to be up to... Look, I'm just saying, like, they could just give up. They could just lay down, but...
I know. And that was Neville Gallimore also getting in there quick. But, you know, now another third down. We need to get off the field. We need to force the field goal here and just try to get points before the half. 20-3 would be the best case scenario for us, and they get the ball second half. 3rd and 13. Let's knock the ball up in the air and pick it. They moved. That motherfucker moved this time. Yeah, this time it's on the Eagles.
This time it's a false start.
Now it's 3rd and 18 on the Eagles. And again, you know what I'm going to say. If they get a first down any fucking way, I'm going to flip this fucking table. This should not be allowed. Cooper Rush looks like he's drunk on the sideline. But Kellen Moore looks retarded on the sideline.
I kind of wish I could get drunk right now.
Well, that's why I'm going for my second round after the half. After we do the raffle drawing. And at least there's some happiness there. Of course, probably the Eagles will win the fucking draw. There's 2 Eagle guys in there. They call timeout. 2-minute warning. Hit up the chat, baby, if you don't mind.
Well, what a fucking downer, guys.
Depression.
Skeptical fans, they just put in the backup.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, you got to teach these guys a lesson with the starters. You got to teach your own team a lesson.
Link Hellifield said defense is tired because Cooper Trash Rush can't keep the offense on the field.
No, because Kellen fucking Trash Moore can't fucking make any good calls. Cooper Rush, we know his limitation. He's a backup. If you thought he was better than Dak, then you fooled yourself.
Now, James Hurst said, if you guys think this Cowboy defense is that good, you guys are delusional. Now, again, not so much that our defense is that good, because I do think our defense is that good. But any defense would struggle with that type of situation. And again, just like, on both sides of the ball, I think people discount the type of energy and how different even a good team or a bad team can play against a division rival. Because you've seen it all the time. I'm just saying that, these types of games tend to be tougher and closer than people want to give credit to on either side of the ball.
You'll see great defenses playing
you
see great defenses playing in the playoffs, and historically speaking, and they don't all win, right? They got to eventually get knocked out. You knock these great defenses out, and you make them look normal, like ours is looking. You run on them, time of possession. You get turnovers on the other side of the ball, so then you keep the defense on the field tired. I'm sorry, but that plays a huge part in this. And the way we've been giving the Eagles the ball, basically, other than one touchdown drive we allowed, the other 10 points came off the offense. Directly off dumb play calling and coaching. The game could be 7-0 right now. We're singing a whole different tune, right? But passing the ball on first down like dumb fucking retard Moore. And then Mike McCarthy not challenging for the first down, going for it on 4th down, and making it and allowing a dumb play call to be going by.
Bernie, how are we supposed to get a turnover if they're never ever going to throw the ball? All they have to do is run. That's it. They're going to run.
And they will. They might throw it here, but the point is, you got to sack Hurts. You got to strip the ball. You got to get them. You can't hope that that's going to happen 3 times in a game. So you're going to have to run the fucking ball. But it's too late to kind of say, hey, let's run the ball. We're only down 7. We're down 7-10, about to be 20 or more.
Yeah, Justin Crow said it. There's no doubt we have the best defense in the NFL. They've only given up 1 touchdown drive today, so keep that in mind. The offense cost us the other 10.
Correct, and that's what I'm trying. And again, even though technically we've now officially got broken on the 2 touchdowns a game. Now, 1 touchdown a game. Now they scored 2 on us officially offensively, and then if you look at the fact that
unfortunately, what's going to happen though at the end of this game
here, and it's going to be over 20 points for the first time.
But the Eagles will definitely get the credit, and honestly, rightfully so, because they are going to play better today specifically. So
3rd and 18,
they're going to be crowned the best defense and all that other stuff.
And they're running right up the middle just for the field goal. If we get a stop, I think
field goal. We're about to give them the first down.
Are we trying to let them get the first down? 4th and 19, they almost get a first down on a quarterback draw for just a field goal, and I think they're going to kick it, or they're going to go for it.
They're going for it.
Cowboys call timeout
because they're going to go for it. Because Philly again,
I don't know.
It looked like they were going to go for it.
Cowboys call timeout so we get one more offensive drive. That's
even LT said go for it.
You might as well. You got us beat right now. You got our defense very tired. Of course, the one thing they don't want to do is what if they go for it, they don't get it, keep them under that 20-point mark, and then we get a drive to get a touch. Now it's 20-7. Now it's 17-7 at halftime, and momentum has switched. I would roll the dice if I were you guys and say that's probably not going to happen. Our offense versus your defense. I don't see that happening, so it's worth the risk if you're the Eagles.
The smarter coaching thing to do would be to just kick the field goal.
They're going
for it. It's a 4th and 6.
4th and 6. They got, again, the same play in motion there with A.J. Brown. They're trying to get us false start here. Okay. They're trying to get us offsides, but they are changing it. There's no time left.
They're
taking the penalty.
They're just trying to get us offsides.
Or calling the timeout, I guess. There they go. They got the timeout. So they're going to kick it and get it over 20 points. First time we allowed 20 points in the game. If again, hurt kicker, but he'll make
that. To me alone is crazy, just because we talked about all week. One of the things that a lot of people said was,
low scoring.
It was going to be a low scoring game, and not just that, but there's no way that the Eagles put more points on us than the Bucs.
Well, when you turn over the ball two times, on a bad play call and a bad decision, then you can get. I said you can get blown out. This is easy. So. Let's hope we block it, return it for a touchdown. 17-7.
And you know what? The Eagles are also doing a good job at not fucking up themselves either.
Yeah. Jake Elliott with the hurt right ankle, he knocks it right through. 20 points.
There it is.
They got us. And that should be game. That should be game, and just us trying to score 21 is going to be real tough with the offense. So,
look, at this point, I just want to not have 0 points on the board. Can we do that?
I'm never stopping. I'm never stopping hope. I'm never stopping hope because
I'm not stopping hope. I'm just I'm adjusting my goals. You know what I mean? Like before, my goal was to win the game. Right now, my only goal right now, just put points on the board. That's it.
I get you.
We'll build up from there.
So my hope before this half, if it's possible, but I don't know if it's now. You got to throw. And what are we going to do when we throw with Cooper Rush? And it's not a diss on Cooper Rush. You just can't throw. And Kellen Moore, this is what Kellen Moore loves. You know who's the best at this? Dak Prescott. He's great at up-tempo.
We can't run
no
either,
huddle. That's my point. Not now.
We can't throw or run. Like what we can't. We just lay down.
Well,
and
we
cry.
could run if we tried to run a little more, but that's too late. Not just maybe in the second half we could still run. Right now, it's 2-minute warning. What's gonna happen? It's 2 minutes, a minute 45. We're gonna run. So of course we're gonna throw here. We got 2 timeouts, I think, and we're gonna try to get 3 points on the board.
Mike Z said 20. Nothing's still winnable. Look at the Cardinals coming back against the Raiders week 2.
Of course. The Eagles average 18 points a game in the second quarter, and they average like 4 the rest of the game, in the other quarters. So there's always a chance. My thing is we don't have we don't have Kyler Murray at quarterback. And we don't have anybody close to Cliff Kingsbury making calls right now. And he ain't nothing special. Kellen Moore's trash. And that's my point. Kellen Moore's going to love the second half because he's going to have the carte blanche to not do what the fuck he wants and just throw. And he's and that's just exposing Cooper Rush to more problems.
Yeah, even Cassie Stewart said it. My dad's cursing and he never curses. He's a church deacon because my mother told him to settle down. Like, damn. Guys,
I feel his pain though. We all feel his pain together. When you're
seeing this type of thing, I mean, let's be honest. That's why there are certain special words for these moments. Start 30 more minutes and let's go.
Oh God, 30 more minutes sounds like so long right now. Our best chances is Turpin to score points. And he takes it out, and he goes. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Go, baby!
Is he gone?
Cut it back, you fuck.
Shit,
you can't get your own guy. Tackle by your own guy. There's Turpin time. That's why I said the best chance to score. Turpin. And he took that ball out from something he should have probably sat on. He said, fuck this, let's go.
Guys, like I said, we're going to run it back with Turpin.
We have no offense.
Look, knock on wood.
That's our offense.
We have at least a field goal here, right?
At
this point, don't even do anything. Just send Maher out there and kick the field goal now.
Jabril Cox, he tripped over. Joseph fucked us twice. Joseph tackled him. We're on their 41. That's the best drive all day. Thank you. Special teams. Devontae Turpin. Yes. 2-step drop back, quick pass bad. It still hit CeeDee Lamb's hands, dropped it. So either way,
look, it hit
it's
his
both of them.
hand because he reached out and tried to grab it, but that was pretty far ahead of him, even for CeeDee Lamb to try to make the pass. catch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was gonna jump for it? Like, you know what I mean?
See, I don't understand why. Let me ask you a question. Now we really can't run. But why didn't we run on first down? I'm just saying we're in a situation where we have 2 timeouts and a minute 35. We can run. But why are we throwing? Everything's a fucking throw with Kellen Moore. Cooper Rush. It's a catch. Hendershot.
I thought that was a pick.
Hendershot.
That's why I stopped.
Guys, the window is very small for throws right now. Why? Because they're doing whatever they want to this very basic offense. It's going to be very difficult. That pass right there, that's how the offense helped us. That's the most you're probably going to get for the most part of this game. Offensive helping us getting points. There's 2 back-to-back plays. Great job. Called. I don't even think you have to call timeout. We're on the 20-yard line. 2nd and 1 on the 21. 20. Down 20 to nothing.
Just hit under a minute now.
Yeah. Just no dumb mistakes. We're moving. Should we run here and then call timeout? Oh, I guess we're going to throw again. Going to the end zone here.
No way.
And a little grabby there. No, nothing there.
Not really that. Just that didn't look like.
But see, that's the stuff.
I know, but now it's a 3rd and 1. So, yeah. Can I just say now you run, please?
But now the Eagles know we're going to run. That's why the Cowboys should have fucking ran on 2nd down. 2nd and 1, you run, and you don't run predictably. You're in a shotgun, you run. The Eagles, I don't know. We'll see.
We're asking too much.
We got 2. Can we get a first down in 2 plays? Can we do that? Can we fucking get a first down? Can I get a first down in 2 plays?
No.
From 1 yard away, can we? That'd actually be 3 plays if we go to the 4th down here.
We're in a shotgun. Guys. We're passing again.
No, everyone knows we're running.
There we go.
And Zeke gets the first this time. Breaks a tackle.
That's a little bit more
gets
than
to the 12. We call timeout. That's what I'm saying. You call timeout on the run. We're okay to do that. Zeke gets up slow, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, so Cowboys do use a timeout here real quick.
We just can't settle for a fucking field goal here. We got to try to get that touchdown,
I agree.
You know? So, they're showing Dak's injury here. Of course, everyone's talking about Dak getting back. Get back in the field quickly. A week ago, a lot of these Cooper Rush people, again, I've been telling you guys, I love the Cooper Rush is doing, but if anyone's the answer, it's Dak.
Thank you, Cooper Rush.
Yeah, you showed
so grateful for
your ability
helping
as a great
us through this
backup
horrible, turbulent storm.
Yes.
But yes, it is time for you to hang up your cleats. Like you in the sense of
staying as a backup. Yes, we need him as a backup.
Not talking permanently, guys.
He comes back in for a game or 2. That's fine, but
anyway, right now
we need Dak back,
he's still laced up, and it's a 1st and 10 here. 44 seconds. Yeah.
1st and 10 on the 12. He just killed the play and reset it to something, whatever Kellen Moore called, because they're blitzing. They're bringing at least 4, 5. It looks like from the slot here. Nope. They're going 4. Going for the end zone again. Oh, the catch by Noah Brown out of bounds, I think. Touchdown! Holy shit. I'm not jumping for joy yet. I'm going to wait.
No, his butt hit. I'm fine.
As long as an ass cheek hits, that's a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that part, the ref was right there.
You know they fuck us.
The ref was right there.
If that ball bobbled a little bit,
I didn't think he caught it. That's all.
Let's see. One hand. Then he catches it there. I think he hit out of bounds first. There, and then the ass hits. Oh, you can't overturn it. The ass hits.
There's enough of a cheek in that corner of the end zone.
A hair of a butt cheek hit. Let's see. There's the helmet hit or the ass hit. Please, ass hit.
Ass hit first, guys.
Ass hit. You can't overturn that.
Noah Brown.
There's a review.
Okay, Noah Brown hopefully just stayed double cheeked up and saved.
The extra cupcake got us a touchdown. It should be. I think it's too much to overturn. Is the point? Is it close? Yeah. Is it almost looking some angles he's out? Yeah. But the other angles it looks like he's not out, and that right there should make it.
So I guess the lesson is eat your bread and do your squats.
There you go.
Please. Like I'm just trying.
What do you guys think out there?
Let me
Noah
see.
Brown, what a fucking...
James Hurst said, I don't know, that's close.
That's a butt
Scorpio
cheek.
said a cheek is 2 feet. Like, we don't make the rules.
A cheek equals 2 feet.
A cheek, this is,
One cheek,
Let me see.
2
The
feet.
Lunatic said there's just not enough to overturn the
Correct.
call, which I think is
key.
the bigger point.
That's the key in this whole play.
Bobby Bottle said, what a play by Noah Brown. That touchdown has to stand. He hit the pylon and controlled the catch all the way to the ground.
Agreed.
That's the more important part. I think the catch is the part that they're talking. I'm just saying, like, initially.
The bobble, we knew it,
yes.
right? It was a second catch. That's why I wanted to wait. But the pylon is a great point. Once you hit that pylon, you have control. You still got to get possession and hit the in bounds, but
so
he did all of that.
Nav
the
said,
pylon
does
kept
the
them off
whole cheek have to hit in bounds?
Just one little nugget of the cheek.
Any part of the cheek counts. So Tokyo said, are we really depending on an ass cheek?
We're literally depending on an ass cheek right now.
Guys, we're getting our cheeks clapped right now. We need to unclap them and just, Ass hit first could be a hit song. Hey, guys.
What are we doing? What are we doing here, guys?
We're trying to laugh through the pain because, let's be honest, this touchdown definitely helps. It's definitely, like I said, one of the first steps there, but the pain is still fresh.
Momentum can come back if the cheek stands. And momentum gets back. We're down 20-7 into the second half. Guess what? I know they get the ball second half.
I know.
What does that mean? That our strength comes on the field and they're rested. I'm going to leave it at that. Turnover?
William Bernie said it. We need this to have a chance in the game. Absolutely. And guys, I know it still can,
if they overturn
the officiating has been a little shady. I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Me neither. That's why I wanted to wait. I want to wait. It looks like the cheek is in. Its cheek is 2 feet. That's a touchdown.
LUNATIC said if the cheek fits, you must give it 6.
I love it. We have some fantastically creative family members in the chat tonight.
And you know
what?
You
guys are awesome. I love it.
1 cheek equals 2 feet. Exactly.
But that's best catch I've seen. And the thing is that if they overturn it, it's like saying, fuck you, Cowboys. Because it's like they're ripping it away again from us. I think the cheek is in. I don't think you can overturn. Unless there's another angle we don't see. If his helmet hit first.
What other angle do you...
Fuck! Incomplete. I guess the cheek don't count. "41 seconds to go." Again, deflating. 2nd and 10 on the 12. Deflated. That could hurt us. That could hurt everything right here. We might not get any points on this drive. 2nd and 10. Look, knocked down.
Robert Utz is an Eagles fan. Even he said, I thought that was a touchdown.
Yeah, you guys got the refs today. The home team gets this crew. It's not about the Eagles. It's about the fact that they're the home team. This crew favors the home team. We knew this going in. Got to overcome the refs too. We're not overcoming the refs. We're not overcoming the Eagles, and we're not overcoming ourselves. Or Kellen Moore's fuck shit play calling. But either way, that was all about, just doing something out of nothing. Was that the best play call? But it was a better execution. All you can do is make that play, Noah Brown. 3rd and 10. Cooper Rush throwing into the end zone and getting picked. Almost a touchdown to Gallup after the almost interception. I mean, that was an easy interception. I don't know how they dropped it. Now we're going to get 3 points if Maher knocks it through. So we lost 4 points on the butt cheek. And these fucking shitty fucking refs.
I feel like we lost more than that. But
well, the momentum's gone. But it's been gone. That's the one thing I'll say. I mean, we're just back where we were before. It's we get into the half and just get this 3 points on the board. Sloppy Cowboy offense. Sloppy. The defense is tired as fuck. Gotta make this here. 3 points. There you go. At least we're not shut out.
29 seconds left. There you go.
And we're cheering on 3 points like it's and we just lost 4. What's the chat saying, baby? I can't wait to hear what the chat's saying.
Tanner Cruzy said at least we scored.
That's kind of where I'm at. At this point, that's where I'm at. I mean, giving away 2 interceptions.
William Birdie said, I thought the pylon was part of the end zone. He hit the pylon before he went out of bounds.
Yep.
LT said, terrible job not getting that interception.
I agree. I should have been. I thought that was he was one-handing it. 24. He should have two-handed that.
Yeah, Justin Crowe said he ain't Diggs. Justin Crowe said, yeah, Cooper Rush just threw it to the Eagles player. Like, just shake my fucking head.
Again, at this point, we can say we got happy.
JumpTube said, why is he saying it's incomplete, though? We need an explanation. I mean, honestly, I think it's relatively...
Out of bounds is what they're going to say.
Yeah, I'm assuming they'll just say it was out of bounds, yeah.
That's what the refs do. They like to say it's out of bounds.
So, LUNATIC said, so Dez caught it, and now the cheek was in.
Nothing compared in importance. So this is nothing compared to that game with Dez.
Justin Crowe said it. You warned us about this officiating crew, MCF. Fred G said trash play calling at its finest.
It's a combination of these things. You understand? It's not just like the referees, and we bitch about that.
William said, damn it, just not our night.
It's about the referees.
Texas Cat said it should be ruled a touchdown, but I don't trust the corrupt refs or the replay assholes.
Listen, it's about the referees. We know what they're coming in with, but yet it's also about the play calling.
Tokyo said it. Now I know never to depend on an ass cheek. Don't trust your cheek.
Oh, shit.
Man, these betraying ass cheeks over here. They're getting us in all sorts of trouble.
I'm telling you. Embarrassing.
Let me see. James Hurst said, Cowboys never throw running back screens. Star1111 said, where was the indisputable evidence? We didn't see it. I mean, I guess that is a good point. Because it was a touchdown, the bar for overturning it is much higher. So they do actually have to say, like,
Game will get stopped.
Why they feel that way, technically. They're trying to
run out the clock here. 20 seconds. That's going to be halftime.
I know. It feels a little bit like crying over spilled milk. Like, I don't...
we got 3 points. I mean, look, it could have been 7-3. It went for bad play calling. I'm going to put it at that. It went for bad play calling, bad decision making. The score is 7-3. But because of the 2 interceptions that cost us 10 points and... poor play calling.
Yeah, I'm seeing
two interceptions cost us 10 points, and poor play calling cost us 3. That's 13 points out of the 20.
Seeing Jacob Vasquez and a few other people kind of just saying,
simple as that.
I still have not forgiven that the female ref from earlier with that CeeDee Lamb first down.
The spotting, but
like that's
you got to correct the bad calls. You got to be able to. You got to make. That's where McCarthy's fault is at there, and the whole mindset of rushing up to the line of scrimmage like you got something. And you did something horrible. You played to their strength and away from your strength. When you don't have a huddle, you got an advantage. You're holding a certain player, you see a weakness. We play into their strength instead of running the ball, which is on their left side of the left side. We say it all week. That play specifically, that's a first down. Just forget about Kellen Moore. Just call fucking sweep left.
Fred D said it. Trash play calling, just like last week.
That with the referees would know was going to be an issue. Not picking on the refs, just an issue against the home team, against the away team. This is the score you're getting right now, 20-3. A tired ass defense. This defense has been worked. I guarantee you the time possession, check that. That's probably like, at 30 minutes, probably 20 for them and 10 for us. No joke, they probably doubled us, time of possession.
It's crazy. Cleveland Brown said, MCF, if we lose this, drive all the way to Dallas and just pimp slap Kellen Moore.
I'm just going to call someone to do that. There's a lot of people in Dallas.
We got people in Dallas. We got people.
We got people. We got people that we got to have this raffle.
Look, I was gonna say at least we. Oh, whoopsie. At least we have one good thing to kind of
focus on
here for a moment, guys.
I'm gonna put
let's
it
go
up
ahead.
right
Yeah,
now.
let's roll on the raffle side of things, and we've been talking about it
I
all week.
have to take my break though. I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, that's fine.
So, I guess what I can do here, no gain. Good job there by the inside there. Tristan Hill playing some snaps. He's in there. Armstrong getting the stop there. DeMarcus Lawrence involved with the stop. Let me get this fixed here as well, guys. Let me fix this. There we go. Yeah, there's that. That stone gray couch. Wish we were a little more stone and graded in here for this fucking game, guys. Still, no matter what, that star for everything. They got, I think Lane Johnson's going into the locker room, and they got their backup, Jeff Driscoll, now back on the field at their right tackle spot. That's a big loss for them. They do. I mean, that's somebody who, Lane Johnson's their best offensive lineman, I think, right now, health-wise. He's out, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. Driscoll's now outside. That can help us. Now, here comes DeMarcus Lawrence. Dorrance Armstrong misses. Hurts. He throws down the field, incomplete, because the pressure is on, baby. Echo, unmute the TV. Sorry, guys. Somebody's got to go. So Tristan Hill, but it was really Dorrance Armstrong, I said DeMarcus Lawrence, with the pressure on the outs on the right side, and Micah playing linebacker here. So there's a little switch going on here. Tristan Hill playing on the outside. Again, we didn't see Tristan Hill at all this game. Kind of little boost there for this Cowboy defense. Let's see whatever Dan Quinn's doing. It's going to come to. We're not seeing it yet. The whole picture isn't written yet. 3rd and 9. We got to get a stop here. Get the ball back. Turnover. Let's see. Come on. 3rd and 9. Let's go. Amoeba defense. No pressure here. He runs. Great tackle by Donovan Wilson. Playing the quarterback spy. Where have I heard that? I don't know where I heard that quarterback spy is going to be Donovan Wilson in the second half. I think I called that perfectly. Where's my flowers at? Listen, that was a great play. That's the extra key player. We don't need to blitz. That's Donovan Wilson attacking. We're coming for the block. Did not get it, but it was a high snap. And now Turpentine, he's getting on the 5-yard line. He's going to take it back. Let's see what he does. It goes to the right, using that speed. And
it's all right. Just didn't quite
hopefully
go
no
the
flag
way I
there.
think we planned.
The Cowboys kind of tapped the Eagle helmet. It didn't hit him.
Right.
Thank goodness. So we did exactly what he needed to do on defense right there. And Dan Quinn, the Donovan Wilson tweak has officially occurred. Again, I think that's one of the biggest things we just saw. You asked, what's the tweak? I was thinking, that's the tweak. And I expected that in the second half. Maybe a little later in the third. There's no time to waste. We got to do it now.
Justin Crow said it. Every time our defense is fresh, Philly punts. You know, like, you give our defense a chance. Just, LUNATIC said positive yardage. Let's just go back to basics. Cassie Stewart said, let's go Cowboys. Willie Bernie said, what if we came back and won this game? How crazy would that be?
If we run the ball, and the defense can get rest, we have a chance. That's all.
Just I would love that, William Birdie. Who wouldn't? So Devontae Griffin said offense needs to score. Absolutely. Carlton23 said defense will play but y'all won't be able to generate any offense.
That's the biggest issue. We got to have turnovers or some kind of special teams play. I mean, special teams got us what? Yeah. The 3 points. Almost had 7.
And hey, Dallas Sports 77, said it. We stopped Philly on this drive.
That's the first step.
Said if we win with Rush, it's the defense that won the game. If we win with Dak won the game. That makes sense.
No, who says that? I don't think anybody. In fact, I'm the one guy who says it's not the Dak Cowboys, and usually I have to say that to defend Dak because people hate Dak for no real reason.
I think even with
some
Dak
people are butthurt about Romo. I guess I don't know.
Even with Dak back, our defense is absolutely still going to be winning us games.
Right.
It's just that, let's say, for example, on a game like today, our offense can at least
generate kind of
points. Let's say our defense one day has an off day, and our offense is the one that steps it up. It has a much bigger chance of being able to step it up with Dak Prescott at the helm. So, at least once this season, maybe the offense will be the one to win the game, right? But I don't think anyone's denying, at least in this moment, that the defense is what's carrying us, with Dak back. Like,
doesn't matter
defense
who's back.
Is winning
Kellen
us
Moore
games.
is hurting us the most, more than Cooper Rush.
The problem is that the offense is losing us games. That's the bigger point.
Well,
but
that's because the mistakes of Cooper Rush being put in difficult situations by Kellen Moore, not by the Eagles, by Kellen Moore forcing him to throw the ball on first down when there's no need, and we're only down 7. And that was at the point. At that point, now we got to play a lot more passing to get back in the game. And this is exactly what Kellen Moore wants. He loves the pass.
Exactly. The fact that we know that Kellen Moore is happy right now, like, I have to admit, that bothers me.
I don't know if he's happy, but he's definitely comfortable. I'd say comfortable. Woo! Oh, a double drop in the house.
Thank you so much. Eugenius Bear and Mary Alvarez with back-to-back $2 hollers. Thank you so much. Much love.
$2 J-Lou hollers. Appreciate you. First and 10 for the
Cowboys. I'll read your comment
Cowboys.
in just a second here.
Running the ball to the right and 1 yard. I don't know, 2 yards. I don't know how we got that.
It should have been a 3-yard loss with somehow a 2-yard gain.
So
thank you, Pollard.
Got us 5 yards total there.
But real quick, Eugenius Bear said Eagles suck and go Cowboys.
Fuck Philly,
Always.
no matter what.
I don't give a shit.
Always fuck Philly.
And Mary Alvarez said, at least I'm winning something today, so thanks.
Makes it a little bit better, right? Yeah. You're welcome, Mary. Appreciate you.
I feel better knowing somebody won something today because I don't know if we're going to win anything here.
Play action to the left, going right. Gets it right to Ferguson. The rookie gets the first down.
There we go.
Good job running after the catch. Powers for that first down. This is what I want to see Dak doing. And it's not Dak to do. It's about the coaches to call. So if we can do run and then play action. Run and play action. Dak can run the ball himself or can throw it to the receiver.
Now, Bama fan, I will agree with that because not everyone in the chat, but there's definitely some people that think that Dak alone would be like the game-winning factor.
No, he would help us
somehow
more.
Not exactly.
But
that's made it pretty clear here that play calling is
the fact,
hands down, one of the biggest factors here. Even with Cooper Rush, like we said, Cooper Rush can win against the Eagles if you manage that properly. Obviously, if you try not to make mistakes.
I wonder if maybe McCarthy's getting more involved in the second half, and maybe he said, let's run more, because we're definitely seeing a little more.
I love your optimism.
I'm trying to hope.
I know.
Because he did it after the Tampa Bay game, and he did it before Cincinnati. Maybe he was ready for something.
2nd and 2.
Run the ball again.
We do run finally
on
a short
first down situation.
But
my point
running on a second down.
Number 23 is hurt. He hurt something. His wrist, his left wrist. Whoever number 23 is, that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? Yeah.
Shit.
Told you. Yeah, his left
shoulder.
Yeah, Chauncey Gardner.
I hope he's okay.
He went down. It looks
shoulder. Like, whatever it is, it looks bad.
He's going to miss at least some plays. Point is that he's their weak spot. So I guess go after whoever's replacing him. He's the strong safety, kind of plays all over the place, almost like Curse.
Let me see. Cowboy Vet 71 said this type of game can lose the locker room.
Nah, I don't agree with that. We know the situation on offense.
I think Justin Carlson mentioned earlier that he. Jokes
first
aside,
and 10, play action.
Another to tight end dump off.
Again, there you go. Sean McEwen, first down. That's all we're asking for.
That's fine.
Close to first down. Maybe it's 2nd and 1. That's all we're asking for. Do that all game. They're giving you this. Do it. Stop the bullshit trying to go and throw every play a pass. Play action. And here, look, no huddle. Right up to the line of scrimmage with Pollard as the running back. What are they slowing us down, these refs? What the fuck's going on? Oh, they gave us the first down. No, play action again to the other side. Stopping, popping deep, over the top.
There we go.
Ferguson with the catch.
The play of the night so far for the Dallas Cowboy offense.
I know. Ferguson with a great catch going up for it. Again, no Dalton Schultz. He's the rookie in the 4th round. Getting that play. Again, coming through on an overthrow by Cooper Rush, but he put it there close enough. He touched the ball. You catch the ball. And he caught it. Great job by Ferguson. Now we're in field goal range. Now we're in touchdown striking distance. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, 22 yards there. That was awesome.
Yeah, 25 of the Eagles.
Just want to make sure everyone knew that. So, by the way, under 10 minutes now in the 3rd quarter. Run to Pollard.
Pollard outside, left side. Look at that running yardage. 6 yards like we're supposed to average.
There we go.
On their left side.
I mean, Cleveland Brown, I know you must be fuming right now. And again, I'm really disappointed at the fact that Schultz is too hurt or too something to play, since technically can't really say he was a healthy scratch, but he didn't have an injury designation. So that's, I think, the
bigger
clarifying point there. So just a weird situation there, and just sucks. Again, just because I didn't want the Cowboys to sign him long term doesn't mean I wanted him to have a bad year. So 2nd and 5 here. Noah Brown in motion from right to left.
Board updated. Here we go. We're going to run up the gut.
With Zeke.
First down.
He gets it, guys. Another
6-yard run up the middle there against Fletcher Cox.
There we go.
What did I say about running the fucking ball? Yeah.
William Birdie said this is definitely 4th down territory.
I'm with you on that.
I have to agree. We can't just sit here and settle for a field goal.
We can't take again, if we were on the 40-yard line, we had to decide when we kick a 57-yarder, maybe you go for it, maybe you kick it.
Circumstance,
or
obviously,
44-yard field goal.
We're in the red zone here now, right?
We're in the 10, almost on the 10.
Just making sure. I can't see since they're not back.
I think we're almost on the 10-yard line, inside the 10.
Yeah, we should be on like the 15, right?
Yeah, there we go. 14.
14,
close. First and 10 from the 14. So CD in motion. Zeke up the middle, running wide open hole.
Come on,
touchdown, and he gets in. Touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Yes,
that's what we
fucking talk about. Run the fucking ball.
And Zeke got both cheeks across the line.
Both cheeks. By the way, that's Mike McCarthy saying run the fucking ball, because I don't think Kellen Moore can do this. Kellen Moore said it took a lot for me to run 30 times a game. Listen, McCarthy said enough. Enough of this fucking bullshit.
Look, somebody just needs to tie Kellen Moore up in their basement.
What was that? What did the Eagle guy do? He ran into a double team. He ran to the outside, ran right by Zeke. He didn't touch him. Not him. The other guy went. One guy right to the left. That was a crazy play. We're up now. I mean, now we're down 20-9 with the extra point to go.
Exactly. We're not out of the mix yet. We're not out of the mix yet.
Nope, we're still in it. And we got our defense to hold us in this game.
So now defense, exactly. So now, and our defense is hopefully, well rested, feeling good.
Adjustments were made on offense for one of the few times I think we've ever seen. How many plays did we do with the rollout? With the play action rollout, the bootleg type. Three times.
Brandon Katz is saying here, when the Eagles defense gets conservative, they get destroyed. Gannon is conservative with the lead a lot. Like they tend to kind of
and you realize
rest on their laurels.
What's your second half? You guys get like 7 points in the second half at most, like 3 and 2 or 3 and 4 or something like that in the second half. That's the key for the Cowboys. Now, again, I don't think can this offense keep producing. If we do shit like that, we could keep going down the field running and play action bootleg. We can do that all fucking day.
Let me read some comments in the chat, baby. Justin Crow said it should be 2014. Cleveland Brown said this Eagle fan wanted us to get rid of Zeke. Marcus Kersey said that's momentum shifting. Devontae Griffin said that looked like the old Zeke. Yeah. Jacob Vasquez said that was nice to see Zeke score like that to the corner. Showed some drive.
You understand why Justin I'm showing?
Saying Philly defense isn't that impressive.
Why am I repping this? Their run defense is their weakness. But
Eugenius Bear said, Cowboys, way to flex your cops.
That's the thing. We came into this game saying, let's not get silly or cute. Let's just run the ball consistently, even if it don't work all the time. But let's run to the left side, which you can see eventually get to that middle or left side. We're running over them. We do that. We can keep from making mistakes. How does that help us? We run clock. We help the defense stay healthy. But we also don't allow Cooper Rush to make mistakes. And you can say that about Dak Prescott if you want. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, whoever quarterback, we can roll them out. If you're not Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, you roll them out and you let them make plays that come to them. You don't force them to do things that make them uncomfortable. And Cooper Rush has been uncomfortable this entire game because of the play calling of Kellen fucking Moore. Now, halftime, something happened. Maybe this was the game plan the whole time to go with the passing first half, and then you knew the second half would go more on the ground.
LUNATIC is bringing it up again. They still failed to show the irrefutable evidence on that cheap catch. Like that,
we can't live on that anymore.
Like, it's not about that so much. It's like
it's annoying. That's 4 points.
If it wasn't called, we're fine with that. It's more about again the standards for calling back. It wasn't just they called back a play or whatever. It was a touchdown.
Yeah, they didn't say why
they took off the board, and I'm just
out of bounds is all they're going to say.
It was a failure by them to do so, and hopefully that just gets pointed out, rightfully so.
Yeah, point it out and win games, and those 4 points make it what, a 6-point game. That's winnable now, right? So listen, we're like I said before, baby. I said this earlier. I don't give up hope, even with the situation. Our defense is key, and now they're rested, right? Our defense is rested. They had a nice little rest. Yeah. We're kicking off. Oh, that's a flag on us. On the kickoff, watch. It might be, I don't know. But I thought there was a flag. I thought our guy, there's a flag.
Damn it.
I thought the guy went over the line of scrimmage before he kicked off the ball there. The first guy on the inside. That's a special teams fuck up. He gave him an extra 5 yards. So now they get the 35. I think the 30-yard line, I think. Or we re-kick it. Yeah, so everything I just said, they said after I did. Sam Williams. There you go. Now it's okay. That's 5 yards. It hurt, but it's not going to kill us. The defense got to do it. I wore this because I wanted to run. I didn't see it the whole game until now, and we scored a fucking touchdown. Let's now do the defense. What we do on defense. Let's stop these motherfuckers. We put the pressure on them now. We can get a touchdown, get 20-17, get a turnover, get a strip sack, whatever. Let's go, Cowboys. Our strength is up.
Great pressure.
Great job there. Oh, my God. I thought the ball went up.
I know. I thought it went the other way, too, for a second.
Anthony Brown. Jalen Hurts is looking hurt here a little bit. He got popped by Sam Williams from the backside. And I think someone hit him in the front as well. But Sam Williams beat him, and Micah was the other guy from the other side.
The pocket collapsed. He got crushed.
But Sam Williams got him from the left. Look. Right here. Boom. Oh, Micah and Sam Williams ran into each other.
They just sandwiched him.
Ooh, Micah just hit him, though. Great hit. I mean, Micah's got to get there. He's got to teach him lessons. This is part of football. You got that. That's what next time Jalen Hurts is going to throw a little faster.
Yeah, that's a tough lesson.
2nd and 10. Cowboys all on the line. We got about 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. They're throwing the ball, play action. We're blitzing. They're holding up. Pick! Oh! Micah Parsons almost with the interception.
Damn, I love that.
Don't do it, Micah! He started talking to his face. And
the ref had his hand on the flag, guys.
And Goddard was like, are you going to call that? Like, he's in my face taunting me. And he's right. And Micah's got to be careful. But he should have had that pick. Oh, okay. It was hard pick. He knocked the ball away.
Defense,
he's got to not do that, though. He would have, again, that part right there is the part where he should never.
Called that.
Definitely could have called that. So I don't want to hear about the refs, guys. We got a break there. Fuck that break part.
There it is.
There's the unsportsmanlike on Micah Parsons. We just gave him a first down.
There it is.
And that's the kind of shit. Again, that would have been a 3rd down play. Yeah, Micah gets another personal
That's, by the way, that's 2 penalties in a row. Like
incredible.
2 penalties and stars. Like last week, Micah had a penalty that unfortunately did cost us points in the drive.
Right, and this is a big one.
Part of being one of those elite guys is not making those types of penalties.
Micah got to be smart on that. He's stupid for that play. A run up the middle. Now they got 4 yards 3 yards on the first play.
And it's all right. It's
not. Unfortunately, they're almost at midfield.
But I will say, Jason Renfro does have a good point, though. They call that bullshit, but not all the other holding calls and all the other shit. But
come on, Jason.
That's how
that's the way it's going to be. You got to play discipline.
Now McCarthy's yelling at the ref, but I mean, even I got to admit, McCarthy, he got right in his face and shit talk.
Listen, that's an obvious penalty. That's it, Jason Renfro. Simple as that, brother.
Well, I mean, McCarthy.
No, I'm talking about Micah Parsons. With the penalty, it's an obvious penalty.
Yeah, Jason wasn't saying it wasn't a penalty. He's just saying they'll call that, but they don't call the other shit
because that's an obvious one. The other ones weren't as obvious. Micah's coming, quick down, nothing.
There you go.
No interference. He fell. Fowler wants to flag for intentional grounding, but it wasn't because it was a screen.
Yeah.
3rd and 7. Cowboy defense is right there. Look at this. We break this down again. Micah was the first guy there, sliding through there. So, I mean, Micah's starting to get through there, and he's going to go against Jeff Driscoll, who's their 3rd string tackle. Now, he's really the backup right tackle, but where he's in now for Lane
Tank's
Johnson.
Not hurt or anything, right?
I don't see
Tank.
Tank.
Again, I didn't think he was hurt or anything. Just saying I haven't seen him.
I don't see DeMarcus Lawrence in the game too much here. And he's in the middle, though.
Okay, there we go.
He's playing like 5-tech.
I figured he was out there. I just hadn't
playing
seen
kind
him,
of kind of a 3-4-ish kind of defense.
Big
but it's
3rd and 7 here,
we're blitzing.
guys.
Everyone's coming. There's the pressure on Fowler. There's a sack by the Cowboys. Fowler with the sack.
I think Fowler gets the sack.
Yep. Micah was right there with them. DeMarcus Lawrence was
Fowler.
there. Great defense. We get the ball back, motherfuckers, and that's Dan Quinn saving our ass after the fucking penalty.
By the way, McCarthy is still arguing with the ref about that Micah Parsons penalty.
Well, do something, McCarthy, because you definitely disappointed on offense the first half.
We needed that energy on that CeeDee Lamb.
Man, I mean, just nothing.
First down.
What can the Eagles do? They're punting. No stupid mistakes here. There they go. The punt. No dumb issues
Come on,
here.
Turpin.
Turpin gets a chance to return this one on the own 5 again. Here he goes up the middle. Goes left, goes middle.
Go Turpin, go Turpin.
He's
go
gone.
Turpin, go
oh
Turpin.
my God, he was gonna be gone.
That's
oh my
the
God.
3rd time this game where he's tripped over
flag,
his own
though.
guy.
It's a flag, probably on us.
Blocking the back.
Probably blocking the back. So it's gonna be a 90-yard drive again. Listen, it's gonna be where the foul occurred. Turpin, we need every single thing from that. You know, it's on Kelvin Joseph again on the hold. What a schmuck.
Get this man off.
I mean, that's kind of just self-inflicted wounds. Half the distance of the goal. It happens where it happened. It goes back half of it. We're on our own 5-yard line now, probably our 8-yard line or 7-yard line. I mean, everything that we do for this defense does everything for us. And we just sit there and just wait. Let's get it hard. Let's make it harder for us to win. That's what this fucking team does. Like, let's make it as hard as possible.
No, Marcus Kersey, that was not a BS call.
I will say, to me, it looked like a bullshit, like a light call. It didn't have to be the way they've been calling the game. They're gonna call that, but they can call it. And so the way he looked, he turned around and he kind of caught in it. It was a lot of acting to me, but listen, they called it, and that's it. You can't cry over spilled milk. You know, those are the kind of fucking refs you're getting for this game. Specifically, they're gonna favor the home team. It's the way it is with this group.
And that's why I said that, but that's why we needed to be extra disciplined is the point. Like they're going to call us on, they're going to call us on every little mistake, and they are.
He grabbed him by the shoulder pad and got his hands from the inside to the outside. He should have kept as I said, he should keep him inside. He got to the outside and pulled him down, and then he turned his body all the way around. It looks like a hold. It's a hold. Yeah,
Retro Scotty saying MCF, so did McCarthy take over Karen Moron's play calling? I wasn't sure if I wanted to watch more of that shit show off.
I mean, listen, someone had to do something.
We did score at least. So.
We ran the ball and we play action, short passes to the tight end, and then we hit the tight end deeper. That's what you're supposed to do with this offense that you have right now. Even when Dak comes back, do the same thing, please. We didn't do that this entire game. We didn't do that. Can we all agree on that? The first half, we did not do that. We threw on first down, and we threw a second down, and we threw on third, and third and 9 we ran. No, a second and 9 we run the ball for 1 yard. I'm just saying, like everything was not coordinated after that first failure on first down. You got to get better on first down, and when we run the ball for 3-4 yards and get to the left side of our offensive line, and that's the weakest part of their defense, their right side, we get 6 yards of carry over there. You're seeing it. But we just...
Yeah, William Bernie said you can't afford costly penalties when you're trying to come back.
100%, especially with an offense like ours. Like, we can overcome that stuff sometimes, but with an offense like ours, we're on the fucking 45-yard line. Now we're on our own 5. That's a 40-yard penalty.
Eugene Bear said, keep flexing your cocks, Cowboys. Come on.
Jabril Cox on special teams there.
Texas Cat said another fake penalty against us. Refs are all in on winning this game for Philly.
They favor the home team, but
it
was too much of a whole look.
In most games would that get called? Probably not. But is it enough for it to be called? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think it's necessarily a fake flag. Oh my fucking God, we're on our 7-yard line.
Told you. I said 5.
We're just throwing it away.
Overthrow, out of bounds, and if it was a good throw, it's probably a pick 6. That's what I'm trying to say. Like that killed that right there, that hold by Kelvin Joseph, fair or not, that killed our drive.
Oh yeah.
We just killed our drive. And now the we just gotta run. Hopefully there's enough time between their break.
Is it his hand?
Left wrist. Left hand, left wrist. So we got trips right here. We're probably gonna run with Zeke going from right to left. Here's probably a run here. I can feel it. There it is. Running to the left side, though.
Fine, it worked.
Left side got us 7 yards. Keep moving the pile.
There you go.
They blew the whistle already. It would have been a first down if they didn't blow the whistle. But now it's a 3rd and 2. Makeable. When you fucking run the ball, especially to the left side. But the first down, they had to throw. And again, I don't mind throwing all the time on your own 5. I don't know if I feel good about that. Run the ball. Now we're on the 17-yard line. We're up on the line of scrimmage without letting the Eagles have any switches. So now it's 3rd and 2. Snap, run. Zeke pummels, first down, 5-yard gain up the middle there. Again, the right side.
It's not rocket science.
Right sides only get 3 yards by the Eagle defense. Is solid on their left side. But on their right side, our left side, we can dominate. In the middle, it's kind of soft right now. We're doing well, and we're going right up the line of scrimmage. No huddle here. Under center by Cooper Rush. He's audibling here, keeping the same Eagle guys on the field. They're a little bit winded. You can see them. Is this the drive we're going to take it all the way on them?
This is our only chance because their defense has to be tired as well.
Zeke in the game. Zeke's going to try to pummel, but they were throwing the ball. Bad pass, but what a
Somehow
catch.
Still caught
Michael
by
Gallup, he's tackled, but an 8-yard gain on the pass.
Now it's a 2nd and 2 instead of
that was
nothing.
One of the weakest passes I've ever seen.
Yeah,
But
Tanner Cruzy just said that was close.
That was scary. But, man, what a play by Michael Gallup to make that catch. I mean, that's an amazing catch by Matt. He should not have caught that by most standards.
So Cooper Rush needs to hit the weight room or something.
Cooper Rush just needs to be the backup and play him the right way. We got to play him the right way. We got to push him to the corners like that. He's going to be stressing. 2nd and 1, guys. 5:05 to go and ticking. Under center, Zeke back there. We are play actioning. You can keep him there play actioning.
Looking at the tight end. Damn.
Oh, my God. He missed a wide open Jake Ferguson. Got to hit Jake Ferguson there. That's a catch and first down.
I know.
But it's all right. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1.
Look, now we just run the ball.
Oh, man. I wish I was confident enough to say we'd run. But
you're right. We probably won't.
Let's run. Let's run. We got to run. We got to hope we run. Much love to everybody.
Why not?
In the house.
Cooper
hit that
Rush,
like, subscribe, notification bell.
No. Yes, maybe.
What?
I said no Cooper Rush. Just quarterback sneak him in. I'm saying it more to... I hope you understand. I'm talking more to Kellen more than to you necessarily because I know that we are on the same page.
How about Zeke and everyone just blocks? We run left. There you go. Run left. First down. And more. 6 more yards. Every time we run left, what I said... We get 6 yards. We get in 6 yards. When we're running left, we get 6 yards. What the fuck? Is this fucking rocket science? Or am I...
Also, Zach Martin was there for some reason.
No, well, he pulled. It's a pull. That's a good play. No, that's a good... As long as he did the zone... Listen,
look, now... They're showing it.
Biadasz probably blocks inside. He blocked... There you go. Biadasz blocks his guy. Everyone thinks they're going inside. We're pulling outside. Great job there by Zeke following his blockers. Great job blocking. You gotta execute. You gotta execute on those runs. And that was a creative run to the outside, the left side. Here's a run up the middle. With Pollard now.
Only gets
just hold on to that ball there. Yeah, only 1 yard.
Oh, the whistle refs. Come on. It's like they want to fight.
Oh, but no flag on them for hitting our guy on the ground like that? Come on. Come on. So 4:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. We're driving.
Yeah.
2nd down. Got only 1 yard though. 2nd and 9. We got to get now here's where you probably got to throw the ball here. You got to have something up your sleeve here, Kellen Moore. Look at this defense and make sure you have the audibles in place for Cooper Rush to go to it if need be. It looks like Cooper Rush is doing something there. And then we play action again, doubling on the outside, going deeper. And it's a catch by CeeDee Lamb.
Thank you so much.
On the 50-yard line, first down, Cowboys. And baby, by the way, we're resting the defense. First and foremost, now that we're at the 50, we got a couple first downs. Defense is resting. That's primary number one thing. They're ready. Even if we don't score points, they're ready for the next drive for them. Now, we're driving.
It's time for our defense to do that thing next time they come on the field.
See, Cooper Rush
that cherry on top.
Cooper Rush much better at floating the passes into spots because you don't have to use power for that. It's finesse. He gets that there. That's why it was a better pass. When he has to zoom it in there, he underthrows him or tries to overcompensate, overthrows it. But he's holding it together right on top of that. Yeah, exactly. He's on top of that eagle right now. We're running left,
motion, by the way.
Running left with Pollard and got another 4.5, 5 yards.
Solid.
Keep fucking running.
Keep the momentum, said Tanner Cruzy. Exactly,
keep
guys.
running the goddamn ball.
Moving here.
Look, I think we're going here. We had a couple, snaps in the huddle, but the Cowboys gonna try. I think a lot of, they're doing it now. No huddling.
I think quick huddle is the move.
They're tired of the Eagles. Oh, don't throw it.
Great job.
First down, Noah Brown. Just go down. They're gonna try to strip it. There you go. First down, Cowboys again in Eagle territory, deeper. In Eagle territory.
And Noah's in the slot there, right?
I think so. We're on the 35. He could have been an undercross there, but either way, let's see where he's. Let me see. Yeah, he's the slot there. Good job.
No,
good job.
It's something else to consider. Maybe Noah Brown in the slot would be helpful, especially
we haven't seen that much
with the lack of tight end situationage. You know, like I'm just saying, either way, he'll draw some coverage there because he's the favorite.
He's playing the free safety there.
Does that make sense?
I hear you. No, Epps is against him. Here's a run to CeeDee Lamb.
There we go.
For nothing.
Damn.
For 1
did
yard.
He trip
for half
or
a yard.
Did he just...
No, it was just
okay.
Brandon Graham helped stop that shit, snuff it out. Right now, though, we need a score here. And again, we're in field goal range. So right now we got a one-possession game if we don't get a yard. No penalties, no sacks, no turnovers. We don't do any of those things, and we get ourselves a makeable field goal by Brett Maher. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yes.
I know.
And then, that's the worst case. We got to get in the end zone, and if we get a 3-point game, we got ourselves a game. It's on again. They're nervous. We got momentum, but we got trips left, 2 guys on the right, and they're both tight ends.
We're looking at,
There we go. CeeDee Lamb, get that block. Good job.
Great job.
Tony
Who was that
Pollard.
blocking?
Tony Pollard with a great block. No flags, right? Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's a flag.
On Tony Pollard for a clip. A crackback block. Is that what they're going to call Pollard for? You fucking kidding me?
They're talking about it, but I don't even...
Oh, my God. Can they just cut us a fucking break here? That was not a fucking crackback block. He just stood there. They're going to mark it from the end of the play for a first down? I mean, he shoved them too. Yeah, it's on Pollard. It should be a flag on Pollard for blocking the back. Oh, no block. They did not call it. We got a break.
You know, if we don't score a touchdown here, we are fucked. Because that's the only break we're getting all game.
That's why. That's why.
Hot damn.
And that looks like a block in the back. That's why.
That's why they called it.
That's why McCarthy.
Because they looked like one.
That's why McCarthy. Because it is. McCarthy was screaming for a while at the refs. That's why. Get the next call. We're on the 20, guys. On the 20. Drinking Eagle blood. Repowered up. Minute 10 to go and ticking in the third quarter. Down 10. Can't talk about coulda, woulda, shouldas. Got to do it now. First and 10, going in motion with CeeDee Lamb, and then Zeke gets out of a loss and gets a yard. But it's all right.
I know, that should have been a loss, though.
And that ball coming up from Zeke like that, oh, my goodness. I'm going to pop that shit out. We knew it was going to be like this. Guy's defense right now held the Eagles to 0 points in the third quarter. Just letting you know. Our defense held them to 0 points in the third. And
you guys are
0 points in the first.
In the
Every single point the Eagles have scored have been in the second quarter.
I know.
Which I said was the biggest issue quarter, right? Incredible.
So
everything's coming to fruition.
We're just letting the time tick here as well, which I actually like.
If it's not incomplete, listen, the defense is resting. If it's not incomplete here, it's the end of the quarter. If we run...
Feels like a...
Jesus, you can't go up the field there. It's a flag on us. It's on Hendershot. He's an idiot. He done fucked up on that. He jumped. He went forward. Illegal motion going forward. He can't go forward before the snap. Here, that was an easy one. Hendershot fucked that up. Undrafted rookie. We want to kick a field goal. That's obviously what we want to do here. What is he doing? You gotta wait, motherfucker. He's bouncing forward.
But you know what? That he's young rookies making mistakes. What do you expect?
Well, I expect better than that. I mean, you gotta know the rules. 2nd and 14. Now we're on the 24-yard line going backwards. I said no penalties, and here we go. 2nd and 14. They're gonna try to come with some pressure. We're running up the fiddle. Good. Run by Zeke. More yards.
I mean, guys, Zeke just made up for it now. Third and 2 now.
Yeah, third and 2, third and 3, something like that.
Great blocking as well. So just great job there.
O-line. Look,
credit to this O-line.
Yes.
We've been doing a solid
no pressure,
job
really.
blocking.
Not a lot of pressure on Cooper Rush this game, right? Second half.
I gave Cooper Rush credit. I'm still going to keep giving him credit. He's felt all the pressure that has come his way. He has felt it pretty well. So, and that's the official end of the third quarter. Let me take a second here before I hit up the chat, though, to tell everybody to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank you guys for taking time out of your nights to come and spend time with us here at MCF. Yeah. You know, we are here, again, at MCF every single night talking Cowboys, news, info, updates, our thoughts, your thoughts, and we're going to be live for every single Dallas Cowboy game, of course. Thank you to our sponsor of the week, Jason Renfro.
The King Renfro.
SnugX is bossing that stream around.
Can't do this without you all. SnugX, thank you. 68 points, like you said. Randy Stites, overall leader, and Jason Renfro, the other parts of the board. Cash App in it, sponsor of the week in it. Appreciate everybody, guys. And we're still keeping in this game, staying in this game barely, but thank you, defense. And thank you, whoever altered and whether it's, maybe it's Kellen Moore. But Kellen Moore, he's admitted it last week that he can't help himself throwing the ball a lot. So someone either stepped in and said, stop throwing the ball a lot, or this was the plan. Hey, second half, we're going to run more. Just keep it close enough. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But what the good thing is, as we know, our defense will lock this shit down. And I don't know if the Eagles will score more than 20 points in this game. At this point, we'll see. The Cowboys, can we get these next 10 to 14 points in the fourth quarter? Good luck. Rubbing the star for good luck.
I know. Sorry. Give me a second.
Okay. Everything good? I want to.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to.
I wanted to see if anybody had any quick comments. Defense is getting well-needed rest, as Jason Renfro agreed. Zeke overpaid, said Robert Utz. Hurts getting a wheel. He's getting arrested, but it's more important. He's getting cold. Hurts.
True. Good point.
Offenses get cold when they wait.
We lowered their momentum.
This is a big play here. 3rd and 2, guys. A huge play. Maybe we go for it on 4th down.
We said this was kind of 4th down territory earlier.
Well, Zeke's coming out of the backfield. We're going through. He can run it himself. He gets it, though, to Ferguson for the first down. And a flag again. Hold. It could be on them. Let's see what the flag is.
No way, it's not a hold.
It's on down the field, baby. It has to be defensive hold.
Contact.
There you go. It was within 5 yards. After 5 yards, they hit. It's going to be a decline. They decline and get a first down.
Just his towel. Did you put it back, or is it in the laundry?
Oh, it's probably in the laundry, but there's another one. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so.
Just check your room in the closet. Then just wait.
Yeah, on defense. There you go, guys. So we took the penalty, I guess. Even though it was already a first down, I would just say decline it, give him this fucking catch, but. I mean, you can't, you got to get off him. There you go. That should be really a hold. That's what I look at it as a hold. But either way, it was called. We took the penalty.
What'd they call it again?
Illegal contact.
Okay.
That means after 5 yards.
No, just making
still
sure.
Touching him. Listen, we're on the 7-yard line now. 1st and goal. We got Farniak as the fullback. We fake with Zeke. Going to Ferguson for the touchdown.
Same play.
Damn it,
Same
Ferguson,
play.
get in
Come
there.
on.
Touchdown. Yes, Ferguson with a
yeah.
TD. How about them Cowboys back in this bitch? 16-20, and we got an extra point to go.
McCarthy's feeling good. He's looking happy, guys. Now we just got to get the extra point.
That's
and
2
hey,
offensive
we
drives.
are in this mix.
How
defense, stand up. Defense, you know what it's time for you to do?
I feel good about the defense.
Defense, turnover time.
That's what, now the pressure's on.
Turnover time. Turpin.
The pressure's on, baby. The pressure's on.
Time too.
That's right. Oh, nice. That was a great play call by Kellen Moore. I'll give him that one. And a great fake by Cooper Rush. Ferguson, listen,
by the way,
what did I say we have to do? Run the ball and keep going to those outside to the tight ends, right? We did that. It's working. Keep doing it. It's up. It's good.
Even with the penalties,
17-20.
Credit to Ferguson and Hendershot because they're being asked to do quite a bit.
Lot.
And thank you, Skeptical fan, there with
always
the $2
staying skeptical, but hey, we were real skeptical on this. This offense right now has made an adjustment.
Ferguson,
they've made an adjustment. Yes, Ferguson with the TD.
It's like I'm happy. Obviously, we're not like as happy as we normally would be when we score a touchdown, but we're starting to,
You got it's just somebody.
Credit where credit's due. Our Cowboys didn't give up, and they kept fighting too.
I want to know in the chat. Hit a 1 if you think that things have stayed the same on offense when it comes to the play calling. Do you see the same play calls?
No, something happened.
Hit a 2 in the chat if you saw a change in play calling. It's not my imagination. Someone's getting involved somewhere, somehow, whether it was pre-planned to do this.
Something changed.
So give me a 1. So I'm seeing right now a couple of 2s. But I cannot see how you can't see it. I'm not saying because execution or we're passing and running more balanced. The first half we just threw almost every single fucking time.
I will say one thing though.
I'm not saying things, right?
Credit where credit is due.
Maybe
there was a few points there where execution was definitely,
I agree.
The bigger factor because we were still calling some of the same plays, but Cooper Rush definitely was executing them better. Because unfortunately, it was more of a Cooper Rush situation. It's not like it was drop passes tonight.
But you're going to Cooper Rush's strengths, not his weaknesses. When you go when you can make him throw to the corners and double coverage, that's a weakness. And you can say it was a bad read, but the thing is that we're going to that the Kellen Moore pass playbook, the pass always playbook, and that's the issue. You guys are saying it. The 2s are coming up. someone got involved, whether it's Kellen Moore, his plan already that way with Mike McCarthy before the game, halftime, maybe, who knows, maybe Mike McCarthy took him to the bathroom and yelled the motherfuck at him and said, "Run the guy. What are you doing?" Like this week, we talked about running the ball left.
Let me go ahead and hit up the chat here real quick. BB13 said, "Safe to say we have no reason to fear this Eagle time. We've actually outplayed them."
We have. Imagine we have those 4 points back, right? The ass cheek. We're up 21-20.
Jacob Aspa said it. Great misdirection calls there.
Yes. That's where I'm giving Kellen more credit at that situation.
King Knight 19, much love.
Appreciate you,
with
sir.
With a $5
he
holler.
Put 5 on it.
He said Moore was running coach suggestions like Madden in the first half, and now he's actually calling trick plays that he's
calling plays like I would call Madden. I mean, that's not good. You see me play Madden. So I'm just saying, like, this is where we're establishing balance. And that's what the important thing is here for this offense to succeed, even have a chance against the Eagles. We have to have balance. We got 2 drives back-to-back because of the big motherfucking word, the B word, balance. And now we're in range.
No, Brandon Katz, I think, brings up a bigger point as well. Because he said that Johnson injury changed everything. Driscoll's trash. He can't block Parsons at all. And
that's a big change.
Brandon was the first one saying that, when the Eagles get up, they tend to play relatively conservatively and kind of
every game it's happened. They've been up by a lot by halftime because of the second quarters.
They allow teams to come back on them.
And we're back. It's a game now. This
but you
is
know what?
Toss-up.
No offense, but that is why I consider our defense better, at least on that side of things, because you might be able to get one over on our defense, but we don't. We as of now, have not really allowed teams to come back and just dominate us either.
Yeah, and I agree, but you know what? They're showing exactly what they said by but who said that?
Brandon.
Mr. Katz brought up a great point that they're bringing up now in the game, that you can see the difference between Micah against Lane Johnson and Micah versus Driscoll. It's night and day. They'll run inside though. If they go back to that run. They got,
they probably will. That's what was working for them before too.
So they got a first down already on the first run. We got to keep the defense. Got to keep it on them. This is our strength now. So we got to play. We got to dominate now with our. It's a run to Sanders again, and this time I think Bohanna just grabs him and throws him down. Him or Osa, I don't know. Maybe it's Golston. I don't know. It's whoever it is. They threw him to the ground for about 2-3 yards.
I will say that energy from our defense. I like how aggressive we're still being, because somebody tried to rip that ball out like it owed him money.
Is it 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7?
Probably I would say 2nd and 5. I knew that. Yeah.
Let's get a defensive play here.
You should ask me what I think first.
I know. You're right. You always seem to be skeptically right.
Why do they always go to the players when they're like spitting or doing something gross? Like, they can't ever just be standing there looking serious.
2nd and 5, Cowboys breaking out a little bit later, but let's see what we have. And they have planned. We got Micah on the left side.
Trying to get us offsides there.
Micah looks almost over the line. I mean, he's very close right there. They're running the ball in the middle there. Sanders, once again, got to get the help. Tristan Hill.
Great job.
Trayvon Diggs with the
teamwork.
No gain, basically. Now it's 3rd down and 5, 3rd and 4.5. And now it's a big play right here.
If I'm the Eagles, they play action or something.
Listen to the stadium.
Dead silent.
They're nervous. Eagle fans are nervous right now. This defense is kind of taking over.
Again, that's why I said we actually managed to get the momentum and the energy at least away from the Eagles. Not necessarily on our side, but certainly they don't have that energy.
Look at them. It's there to be taken. Here's our defense. Dan Quinn looking.
Come on, Quinn. You see, they're only just getting loud now.
Here we go, 3rd and 4. Cowboys are all up on that defensive line. They don't know what we're going to do. They don't know which way we're coming. We blitz the inside,
they're trying to force penalties. Look at that, guys.
Is everyone coming?
Timeout.
I think we're all coming at them.
Oh, no, they snapped it right at the last
Micah's
second.
Coming. There. He's running up the middle.
Stop him.
Oh, Wilson. Wilson had the duty there. He was unfortunately
just a yard too late, literally.
Got that yard right there. Just the last second. And then Donovan Wilson,
That's the first run for him today, though, isn't it? I think it is. First or second.
So, yeah. We got to get it back to 3rd down.
Yeah, where's our quarterback spy at?
That was a good play.
I know.
But I'm trying to see what is Donovan Wilson doing here. And watch the other side. Anthony Brown's watching, too.
Wilson's in coverage, it looks like.
Yeah, you're right. He was not a spy there. There was no spy, and they got us there.
But like in coverage, like for who? Who is back there? Zone. I didn't even see anybody.
Which is good. Again, they're at midfield now. Basically, they're on their own 49. They got powered left, and they're running left. And they got about
way
5
too many yards.
4 yards. 4 yards. So, 2nd and 6 now. Back to that. We had a 2nd and 5 last time. 2nd and 6 now. Let's see.
Watch it be 2nd and 5.
I know. You're probably right. No matter what it is.
I know.
it's around that range, and we got we there it is. You're right. 2nd and 5. It's probably 2nd and 5.5. But all right. The thing is that listen, we gotta get another 2nd down stop and a 3rd down stop. I'd love a turnover. I'd love to see them do a stupid penalty, and then they go back.
Realistically speaking,
we need a drive stopper play here.
Run. It probably won't be a sack, but
they're at midfield, and they might go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, maybe they are passing. That'd be stupid.
They're reading the Cowboy defense here. He wants to snap the ball. That did not look like they were set. They run it outside. There's got to be a stop here. Come on!
Are you kidding me? Well, I mean, he still managed to get the stop, but Jordan Lewis, he almost lost it. He almost lost it.
We got 2 guys fall down.
Look, we've had our guys slipping and sliding all game. Like, I don't know. They
I'm gonna
seem
say,
very...
Miles Sanders and
McCarthy's arguing with the ref again.
Miles
Sanders
and Jalen Hurts are both very agile, sneaky runners, quick.
Actually, maybe McCarthy saw that penalty there as well.
Yeah.
That's why he was
arguing with the ref. It looked really weird the way they snapped the ball, and it was like a false start by the center in that situation. 3rd and 4, big play here, running the ball up the middle. Get the fucking stop, god damn it! Assholes. That's a big miss right there. That's a chance for the Cowboys. We fucked that up. Come on, Quinn.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Our defense guys, if we are an elite defense, we have to stop them here.
Yeah, that's a big miss there. We need to get that stop. I want to see who's fault.
We still have a chance to at least keep it at a field goal.
Fowler.
They are
and we had a guy outside of Fowler watching. I'm pretty sure there was a guy watching for, unless that's his.
No, I don't think so.
Down the our 40-yard line. So now we're looking at we got to score a touchdown to try to win the game.
Yeah, they got a 55-yard field goal here.
There! Oh my God! I thought Hurts still had it, but they got 7 yards on 1st down. Unfucking believable, man. I mean, this is what exactly could not happen, and they're beating us now. Now they're beating us, and they're earning this one.
And this is what happens too when you have a lead. You can run the ball and get comfortable here still, and you don't have to run away from that.
We got to stop the run, and that's our weakness.
You see, so we have Osa, Bohanna. You have Tank, I think, on the right.
Some kind of turnover, some kind of big play by the defense here. We're sleeping a little bit. And there he runs it. Fuck.
Too many missed tackles tonight.
Just
that
bad,
was
sloppy Cowboy execution. We figured it out. We knew it. He gave his body up early, so it's 3rd and 1.
Okay, there we go.
But they'll go for it on 4th down. If there is a 4th down. So
no, they'll kick the field goal.
I don't think so. Look, same thing, guys. Right up the line of scrimmage. And
he stopped them.
No, we didn't because we can't. We just stop. Once we feel a tippy tap, fucking Cowboys stop playing. Another 1st down for the Eagles. And they are earning this one. They're earning this one.
Like every 3rd down, they just keep getting a 1st. We do
the same thing every time. We know it. We just let them sneak through. And if it's not that, it's another play that we let them sneak through. It's just been we can't allow these 3rd down conversions, and that's the problem. They're 44% of the year.
The game is on the line here.
Look at this.
We have a chance.
13 for 15 this year for Jalen Hurts on 3rd or 4th down, and 1 carries.
8 minutes.
We need a situation here. There's a stop.
Great run stop
and that's why DeMarcus Lawrence is there from the outside. Because Micah and Fowler, they run right past him.
Yeah,
that's why I was saying about the aggressiveness.
There's always a few every game that Tank gets like that.
Well, I'm saying, but Tank hasn't even played on the outside that much, and that's what people don't understand. With DeMarcus Lawrence, D-Law, when he plays number 90 on the outside as the edge, that's the pass. That's the run stop ability he gives you. So great call there by Quinn.
We also played him a lot up top
to move him there. Over center. No, I agree. Over center we play him, but here we're going again with the outside. We're going back to our basic kind of like our base defense with Micah in the middle there as a linebacker. Dumps it down. Got to get the tackle. Does not. That's it. Gave it up, and now they got close to a touchdown there. Micah makes the tackle at the end. They're inside the 10-yard line, on the 5 or 6-yard line. That it all comes down to this drive here. We stop them from a touchdown. We got a shot. If we don't, probably over. And that's it. They're 5 yards away from ending this game. Good comeback by the Cowboys. The defense let us down at the end.
But the Philly is answering with their own points, and our defense can't stop them right now.
They're earning it. The scheme is working, and they're earning it. We got Micah back to normal center here. Micah, a touchdown, easy.
I mean,
that was wide open.
Yeah. Wilson didn't even realize he was supposed to be covering him until he was already getting the touchdown.
There you go. So that's that, guys. It was a good comeback, but not gonna happen. I wish we had those 4 points, but it doesn't even matter.
Again, it would help, but it still would not,
Yeah, listen. It's a flag on us.
Why?
If Trayvon Diggs took his helmet off in the end zone, then it's unsportsmanlike. And it's a penalty. So now they could go for 2 and go on the 1 yard line. But why not? You're whipping our ass anyways. Might as well continue the whipping.
Well, it doesn't seem like they called the penalty.
There it is.
Oh, damn. They got us. Oh, sorry.
So they're going for 2, like I said they would.
Yeah.
Might as well. I mean, they get 17, 20. That's an 11-point game. Right now, without that, it's a 9-point game. Still two possessions. We need a touchdown and a field goal. So it's a big deal. You got to stop them from it. They're off of 1 yard away. It's really matter though. We got to score twice, no matter what happens. The reality is,
guys, I have to admit,
Cowboys
too,
gave it back.
Our elite players let me down a lot tonight too. Not even necessarily the way that they played, but the fact that Micah and Diggs both had unsportsmanlike penalties on themselves that directly led to points. Guys, come on.
The youth of their stupidity there. I don't know. Here they go, guys. 1 yard away. They're just going to run up the middle, in my opinion, here.
I know, but it shows that they obviously allowed the Eagles to get under their skin.
They do something tricky here. Watch.
No tricks, just...
Oh, no.
There we go.
Stop them. Blow the fucking whistle,
Good job,
referee,
Cowboys.
retards.
There we go.
Get that ball out.
There's going to be a fight here.
Nah.
A little scuffle. Okay, good. I thought there was about to be if they didn't separate them.
So we're down 9, unfortunately, now.
Yeah, Kevin Bowers, that's the whole point I was trying to make there. He said it. Such bullshit. Defense played like shit on that possession. They're letting their emotions get the best of them. It's just not smart. And that's what I'm saying. Like, before that drive there, we were actually not allowing our emotions to kind of get the best of them. You know what I mean? Like, we were able to move past that and just stay focused on the drive.
That's the first time I saw the defense kind of really, truly break. Like, I see them do bad, but I've never seen them break. They cracked on that drive.
All season.
Yeah,
That's the first time. And you know what? Not surprising that it comes off of our worst offensive performance. Even against... At least, like obviously maybe not point-wise.
Yeah.
In reality, though.
It's the worst time for that to happen for us, And that's when you have to become elite. You gotta make that stop. So, falling short, it looks like. But... Listen, I don't ever give up hope.
Exactly. That was the second offensive touchdown by the Eagles. So now they truly are the only offense to have scored more than one touchdown. No, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Because the other one, they scored that off our turnover.
Right.
It's more
they earned 2 touchdowns on us.
Exactly. Like, they earned those themselves.
They earned 2 full.
We didn't just give it to them.
2 full touchdowns earned. That's 14 points. And then, the 2 field goals, that was given to them by our bad play calling and a turnover. And then the other touchdown was a turnover. So, You're looking at 10 points, 13 points we gave up because of bad play calling or turnover, or bad play calling, which caused the Cooper Rush interception.
In a weird way, it's hard for me to be mad.
Decision making.
It's hard for me to be mad at Cooper Rush because I have always known who Cooper Rush is.
Right, I'm not blaming him.
The fact that Kellen Moore allowed Cooper Rush to go out there and look like that's what I'm saying. It's
because he thinks that he's riding high on his own kind of ego. I'm talking about Kellen Moore. And he's thinking, hey, listen, I'm going to start opening things up now. And that's what happened. We start off opening things up, and we let this team get a 20-0 lead on us.
Jay Palmer said, it's unfortunate we waited so long to get going. This could have been a completely different game if we played like this from the beginning.
It shouldn't be down to the one Fowler mistake. That should not be the good defense does not have to rely on that one mistake. We had a million fucking mistakes. That just started the mistakes on defense and on offense with the play calling. But we still are in this game. We still are in this game. We still were with 3 down in this game after the ass cheek out of that would have been 21-20 Cowboys, but they still would have taken the lead, and they would have probably went who knows, kick the extra point. I don't know. The point I'm trying to say is this: the Cowboys, on offense, we have to stay with running the fucking rock.
William Bernie, I don't know. I wouldn't say necessarily that our defense is overrated, but our weaknesses have been truly exposed in this game in the sense of they ran the rock on us.
Yeah.
Embarrassingly so. Who was it here that dropped the stat? BB13. We gave up 254 yards. That's outstanding.
With all the mistakes we've been having on offense and even defense, yeah, I agree. So Cooper Rush's wife is like shaking her head and praying. Anyways, right now 7:02 to go. Listen, here's an option for us. If I would like to have a return there, but we couldn't have one. I need this offense to get a field goal right away, as soon as possible.
You see, it's funny because if I was a player's wife, I would never go to the game. Never. You'll never catch me reacting live on screen.
This miscommunication going on right now. Zeke's not sure where he's at. Cooper Rush. The Eagles are switching things up.
You're going to have to call timeout.
Snaps it right at the last second. Dumps it down to Ferguson.
He looks like he was surprised he
caught it. Don't play around, Ferguson. He's going to fumble that ball sometimes with those moves.
He looked like he was surprised he caught it.
Like, you know, I think you have Ferguson in the fantasy football.
Do I?
I think so. For your team. That's funny as shit.
I mean, it's a great time for him to
get that touchdown. Anyways, listen. Going up against Kazir White.
Yep, 13 points worth of mistakes.
Yep.
I mean.
Yep. And that's play calling and management by McCarthy on one of those.
Hard to win any game when you give away 13 points.
Yeah, especially with our offense and their defense and their offense. There we go. The left side.
Go Zeke.
Gets more than 6.
Ooh,
he got 16. I don't know. He got like 10, 12 yards because we ran left. We ran against the right side of their defense. But if you've been with us all week, you've been hearing me say everything that's going on in this game. You've been hearing me say the entire fucking week.
It's funny. LT actually had his final score prediction was 27-21.
Yeah.
So that's
getting close.
You know, we're getting close to that, and not just that, but you know,
if we had got those 4 and they got the extra point, there you go. Anyways, 1st and 10.
I know.
Zeke's back there. Sweep to the right side. There's Terrence Steele with the great block. Got to get outside of Reddick, and Reddick does a great job of containing there. Oh, Zeke. Zeke's chilling on the sidelines and on the bench. But the point here is that man, Hassan Reddick made the good play there and kept Zeke from hitting that corner because Terrence Steele just fucking bull rushed and cleared that side out for Zeke. Right there. Look at that. But damn, Hassan Reddick made a great play. Zeke also not as fast there. I don't like that. You know, Zeke, that's a Tony Pollard makes that play. Tony Pollard's in the game, 2nd and 8. Now we're going to have to probably throw the ball. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And ticking. We're looking like it's going to be a run under center here. And we don't. We play action. Cooper goes deep. Intercepted. That's game. There you go, guys. That's what happens when you throw the ball, one-dimensional.
I mean, that's
Cooper Rush's, his ability to
look.
I'm just saying,
we tried, we did what we could.
This is why Kellen Moore needs to understand that Cooper Rush can't throw very accurately deep, powerful passes like that.
Not just that, but across his body, you know.
He wanted a penalty, but
then
he got hit in the face, but they didn't want to. They didn't call the flag there. Either way.
Which, by the way, is unfortunate considering that now you.
That was it.
Dak throws interceptions too. Yeah, he does. Everyone does. Every quarterback does.
I don't know where you guys coming from. I mean, defending Cooper Rush. We're talking. It's mainly the
Tanner
Kellen Moore
said
issue.
no roughing the passer. Brady would have gotten that.
Oh yeah.
Regis Scotty said challenge it. I don't think you can challenge a non-call.
You can't. I know that McCarthy
Skeptical
wants
fan
to
said Rush can throw deep.
Not to the corners.
To the wrong team.
Well, he throws the middle of the field. He's decent there. We're throwing to the corners. He's not decent. He's very bad in the corners.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's the facts. Those people don't like it. I don't know what to say to you, I guess. That's not on Cooper Rush. That's on Kellen Moore. I mean,
LT
again.
said good job defense, obviously for his Eagles. Kevin Bauer said poo-poo. Rush is an idiot, said Asik Aguilar. Jason Ruffo said bad throw by Rush.
Yep.
Cleveland Brown said Rush cannot do it on defense and now on offense. Let me see. Jacob Vasquez said, I think the Eagles have thrown everything at them, but the Cowboys have a lot more in them.
I hear you, but we've just been falling short with just basic shit. And just, discipline and dumb penalties at the wrong times. Dumb penalties at the wrong times are just killing us, guys. The blood didn't work today.
3 interceptions, guys.
Cooper Rush
3
did
interceptions.
But the last one we have to come back, so I don't even blame that one as much. Like that's it's a bad pass. He has no power to throw it that deep to the corners. But it was the first 2 that I have a problem with, and it's not even on Cooper Rush. This was on Cooper Rush. The other 2 are not on Cooper Rush. The other 2 is on Kellen Moore. And Kellen Moore should know better than to fucking throw the ball on first down in our own end zone where we were, and doing the way he's game planning was he forgot about the run. The whole game, the whole first quarter.
Scorpion said, half. Fly, Kellen, fly the fuck off this team.
I wish the Eagles would have fucking hired him as the head coach.
It is honestly hard. Again, it's hard for me to be too upset at Cooper Rush because, again,
we know he is.
Everything that he could do, and he was put under a lot of pressure and finally cracked.
I mean, he just doesn't have the strength. Look at that. Look how short. That's a touch. Dak Prescott. That's a touchdown, guys. That's a touchdown.
Sorry, I'm trying not to hiccup.
He fell down. That's a touchdown, and the Eagles knew it. And the hit definitely did not. Again, that was Tyler Smith. You can say, allowing the pressure on Cooper Rush. You know what I mean? Like the fact that Cooper Rush had to like. But again, I don't think the hit even had a difference. It was just Cooper Rush. That's the way he throws. That's who Cooper Rush is. It's unfortunate, but we knew this. Some people out there were disillusioned thinking he thought he was better than Dak.
Because that was a midfield pick, by the way.
I mean, yeah, defense, they can't stop a run here. They get 9 yards.
I'm just saying, can we at least keep the Eagles under 30 points? Because if not, we're going to be really embarrassed here, Cowboys.
Oh, I'm already embarrassed. I mean, I'm glad they came back, and I'm glad that the offense got, they got many. Listen, this offense pretty much got, I'd say, 14 of the 17 points, right? So I got to give them credit on that side of things. I give them no credit in the first half when we just gave up every opportunity. We gave up the chances we needed now. We gave it up then. And yes, the ass cheek, that's unfortunate. I thought that was a touchdown. So but we still did things to blow the chances to win this game. And look, they do this every time, the Eagles. This play obviously really works for them.
Oh, there's
a flag though. It could be on us for being on their side of the field, on over the line of scrimmage. You figure it's a false start or something though.
They're arguing about it, so.
Again, 4:20 to go in the game.
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, of course. And I think if it's a penalty on them, it's second down, I think. First down, Eagles. They didn't say who it was.
Yeah.
Why give explanations?
Just offsides.
Who cares?
The whole team was offsides, baby.
Well, the helmet is... Look, the helmet's touching the ball. I mean, I'm sorry. That's on the Cowboys. It's obvious. I mean, you got to call that.
I think the point is that they can't tell who
our guy was under center. I think it was Dorrance Armstrong. I think he was under the center's, snap, under his legs. 4:20 to go, guys. First down for the Eagles. Motion, Devontae Smith. They run to the quarterback, Hurts, with DeMarcus Lawrence DeMarcus Lawrence in pursuit there. I mean, yeah.
They didn't call a flag on that. Someone's pinky toe touched Hurts.
I mean, I gotta say, I don't think there's anything wrong with that hit on Cooper Rush.
I agree.
I thought he hit him in the face, but to me it was more the push, and his head jerked back. But that's football, so I ain't bitching about that play.
Yeah,
come on. I know they would call. I know they'd call that on the other way around. I get it. I know. In the end, you got to overcome that kind of little bullshit. And that kind of pass by Cooper Rush is just not NFL ready yet when it comes to those kinds of passes. DeMarcus Lawrence just fucked up Miles Sanders.
Nah.
Looks like he fumbled the ball too. Maybe we should challenge this fucking play if it's anywhere close. I'm just saying, if he really believes that, I don't think it is.
No, I think he just.
But if there's even a chance, he's looking at it. If there's even a chance of the fumble, you throw that fucking red flag because you got to have a turnover.
Yeah, you're running out of time to even.
You got to have a turnover. Anything. That's it. Yeah. Third down. This is it. 3rd and 7.
Justin Crow said it's all right. When Dak is back, we will get Philly back in Dallas.
I agree.
We don't know it.
Oh, I can't wait. As long as Dak is healthy and good to go, and this defense is good to go, we're going to beat the Eagles when we go back to Dallas. But that's week 15. Fumble, Cowboys ball.
Please tell me we got it.
I don't think so. But now they're out of fucking field goal range. Fucking Kelsey got the recovery. Unbelievable. 4th down. Eagles ball.
We can't catch a break.
Should we call timeout?
We did.
There you go. Cowboys call timeout. As I figure. They weren't ready.
Yeah. Their center just snapped it early.
Damn, how do we not recover that ball? Look where that difference is. When we get that ball right there, that changes everything. Still makes it a situation where we have to score before 2 minutes. And it's 2:46. So Turpin's not going to be able to return this because it's going to be a punt that goes, into the end zone. So we'll get the ball on the 20 or worse. So now what do we do on offense to get down the field and score within 45 seconds? I mean, it's going to be so difficult. It's just we don't have Dak to be able to score in three plays. But can Cooper Rush pull it out?
Kevin, again, they just fell on that ball quicker than we could.
Incredible how we missed the chance there.
Like I said, we just can't.
No breaks.
No, we got one break exactly. We got to overcome. We got exactly one break this game.
We got to overcome the refs, the Eagles, our dumb mistakes, and then when we get a break, we can't even get that. So here's a punt, no block. I don't think Turpin's going to be able to return it, but it's a good punt inside the fucking.
Yeah, it started off bad.
Yeah, it was going to go out of bounds early, and then it bounced down the sideline to the 12-yard line. So what's the game plan now?
Let me see.
Because we got to score twice. So you just want to get a field goal. Get a field goal up there, and then get the onside kick, I guess. I don't know what else I can say. We got 2 timeouts. That's a big play there because we get the ball there. It's on the 42-yard line of our own. And instead of our own 12, it's literally a 30-yard difference. Not recovering that fumble is a 30-yard difference. But listen, so it would take a miracle for us to win this game. And I'm being 100% real about that. It would take we'd go crazy here if we won this game somehow. 1st and 10, down 9 on our own 12. Cooper Rush looking to throw, can't find anyone. Incomplete, almost picked.
Yeah, the last thing we need is a fucking pick here.
Yeah. It's too bad. Another game, I think that we wasted our chances because of the way we handled the first half offense.
Agreed.
That's been the biggest issue. And the defense letting us down on a couple drives. But, what can I say? There's nothing else to say. You guys seen it. 2nd and 10. Cooper Rush in the shotgun. Again, no one to help. 4-man rush. Pick. No!
Caught.
Somehow Hendershot caught that pass.
Guys, Hendershot and Ferguson.
It should have been intercepted.
I know they fucked up, but credit where credit's due.
Just in case it was incomplete, just snap that ball. Either way, that looked like talk about a miracle. There you go. 2:15 to go. Obviously, we're not going to get anything before a 2-minute warning, so go back to pass, has some pressure, gets crushed, incomplete.
That was the first play like that all game, actually, though.
Yeah, he hasn't been under that much pressure.
So again, good job O-line holding it down. Although I will say he kind of pulled the hurts there though. He looked like he was in pain after that hit.
Connor McGovern got moved that time. Got moved big time. Who was that they got him? Was that Davis?
I think so.
No, it was Hargrove.
You sure?
Hargrave, 97.
Okay.
They moved the clock to 2:05. This is our last. We'll probably run the ball here. 2:05 to go. There's going to be a stoppage of time no matter what after this play. Nope, it's a run. Throw to the outside of CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee got like 6 yards, 7 yards.
No reason for that to go out of bounds, but he'd rather than...
It's a 2-minute warning.
Yeah. That's it, guys. So, miracle away.
The thing is, CeeDee Lamb is already playing like a 2-minute, 2-minute offense. You know what I mean? Like that's. I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Well, it's just frustrating that you're right about that. That unsportsmanlike by both our top defensive guys.
It costs us more than you think. I mean, it just sucks that they're the ones who.
Trayvon Diggs didn't cost us, but it's more about the mindset that you seeing us being broken. That's what we're still frustrated young defense, and you saw us getting broken, and you saw whatever Quinn was scheming, whatever, just they got out of their game, and Quinn. I think could have done a better job this game. He did not do great in the adjustments. In my opinion, second half, he had some tweaks. But I didn't see Wilson as much as I thought it was going to be in the quarterback spy mode. So, again, he didn't make enough adjustments, but maybe that's just me. I can't get mad at the defense
Justin Cross said, Cowboys actually hung in this game more than I thought they would, but I'm just glad we're getting our QB back next week. Aztec Aguilera 4 said they better play with vengeance in the second game because they came out stale and unprepared tonight, and it's still...
I want this to sting for the next time the Cowboys play the Eagles. I want the Cowboys to remember this. So if we're healthy, we're going to fucking thrash them in Dallas.
Oh, Snuggex cracking me up. He said, the Eagles could win every Super Bowl from now until Jesus comes back. You're still pieces of shit, every one of you. Fuck the Eagles now and forever.
Go Cowboys. Always go Cowboys. And always fuck Philly. But they got this one. They eked this one out.
Let me see. Jay Palmer said, I knew once Dallas cut the lead to 3, the Eagles were going to come back and score.
I know. I had a feeling about that happening too. But our defense had to, we had them rested. We had them good to go, and the defense broke down. That was, the way that we responded on that drive showed the immaturity still in this defense. Still, we are a little bit away from elite.
LT also reminding us, though, remember, MCF, 4 out of our 5 offensive linemen are banged up, hurt in some way, so...
I agree. You guys are play calling things to your strengths given the situation with your offensive line. And that's what...
Again, but know what?
That's usually the difference between a team winning and losing.
You were able to counter that by running the ball quite a bit.
That was a key. Run the ball. Stay committed
running
to
the ball.
Something we don't do.
A lot of problems, doesn't it?
Cowboys running the ball.
Doesn't it?
And we were touchdowns on those drives. But, time ran out as well. At a certain point, you just run out of time. Penalty. Now, defense broke down at the end. But the defense is the last group we're going to blame here in the sense of, it could have done better. We needed them there that drive. That was the biggest disappointment, I guess you could say. But the offensive side, if we're going to go with the crazy pass first mindset only, like right now we have to do it. When we do that, more mistakes happen, as you saw the third interception by Cooper Rush. That's what we did in the first half. That we rushed that too much.
So 3rd and 3.
Zeke catches it, goes down the field for first down. About 5-yard gain. Stops the clock. 1:56 to go.
We have 2 timeouts, by the way. Philly has 3.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't really matter. In the sense of, just to rest.
Just letting you know.
All we got to do is score a touchdown or a field goal and kick the onside kick and then go from there. We can't talk about will we get the onside kick or not? Probably not. But you got to at least try to get points.
One thing at a time, right?
You got to get a field goal or a touchdown. That's all. However you do it, just don't turn over the ball. That's the strategy you got to think of. But probably not winning the game.
The problem is that, again, in these types of situations, you usually do need to throw the ball deeper
Cooper
down
Rush,
the field.
Throw it out of bounds if you have to. There you go. Throws out of bounds. 2nd and 10. 1:49 to go. Again, you got.
Somebody is he
Fletcher,
hurt?
Fletcher Cox. Is
his lip got busted open.
Yeah, but I think that as the Cowboys continue this final drive, I guess you could say, or hopefully there's one more drive. But damn, he's just pouring blood out. His lip is busted up. But the thing for the Cowboys here is you got to think of it. 1:49. You got yourself a good minute and I'll say 20 seconds to score points. In 20 seconds, you got to have a field goal or a touchdown up and getting ready to kick the onside kick to have a chance. Cooper Rush throws it. CeeDee Lamb across the middle. 50, CD. 45, 40. And dives to the ground really weirdly.
And he didn't want to take the tackle.
I know. Here you spike the ball here. If I was a Cowboy, I'd spike it. Or just if you're ready to snap it, you snap it. But you got to go here. It's CD in the slot against Avonte Maddox. Gets the play there. We snap it. On the 40, knocks, intercepted. That's game. Oh, he dropped it. Wow. Yeah, 2 guys almost intercept that there. 95 and Brandon Graham, 55.
Please, they don't need any more interceptions.
At this point, it's do or die here, right? So 1:22 to go.
We got very lucky there.
Yeah. So 1:22, guys. We got about 50 seconds to go here. We got a field goal opportunity with right here even. I think we can kick one from 57 yards, and Maher probably makes it. Maybe makes it. Maybe Maher, right? But here we go, guys. 41-yard line. Let's get some more yards down the field. If someone breaks coverage, you go for that end zone, even with Cooper Rush's weak arm. Good defense by Slay against Michael Gallup. 3rd and 10. It's more important now to hit the middle of the field. I don't care about the time as much. I care more about getting closer, maybe trying to get a touchdown. To me, going to the corner is not the smart move. We got 2 timeouts. You're going to use them all.
Not just that, but in a weird way, you're not really playing to Cooper Rush's strengths. But let's be honest.
Exactly. You're right, baby. That's you're seeing that right now. Not playing again. Not saying that could make that play. I don't think so. I'm saying the way they got us, they're locking down the outside. But throw inside. They got underneath right there. There's Turpin. No, what a bad pass by Cooper Rush there. Do you kick the field goal?
Why not? Fuck it.
I kicked the field goal.
I'm guessing we're going to punt, but...
No. What?
Kick...
What the fuck?
I forgot where we were at for a second. Sorry, I thought we were on the other side of the field for a second, I swear to God.
We can't... I don't... If it was... That's a headshot. They didn't fucking call it, of course.
They're not going to call it.
Bullshit. Maher's kicking a 59-yarder.
59-yard field goal.
If anything Maher can make, it's that one. I'm not going to blame him if he misses, guys. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. It's a Maher maker. Let's go, Cowboys. Make it fun. Let's go.
Damn, just missed it.
And that's game. Official.
And again, it was just wide right. It did make it the 59 yards, so...
Yep.
Distance-wise, it was good.
It was a bad
height-wise,
hold.
it was good.
It was a bad, like, situation.
Yeah, you see it slipped out of
he still
Anger's
got it.
hands
He still
a bit,
got it. He just didn't get enough to the left. That's the game. Official game. They used to sit on the ball, call it a game. I want to put the final up here. That's fucking suck.
That's
dick.
that.
That's a dick suck right there.
I'm going to go ahead and just start hitting up the chat, guys, because the post-game commentary is not going to be much today. Yeah, I'll tell you that.
It's a late-nighter.
So.
And it's not a good one.
So, yeah. LT just said another quality division win. Justin Kroll said, great game, though it was a little exciting in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Amazing we got back in this one. They're running a play.
Is they going to try to score on us here? They're going to just run the ball. Fumble. Doesn't really matter. The Cowboys are now third place in the NFC East.
Do we really call a timeout here?
No, they did.
Oh.
No, if that happened, that'd be worse. Yeah, we did call a timeout. Not really sure why.
God, that...
It just makes it
obnoxious ass clapping, like.
Now wear your shirt, bitch. Now wear your Beat Dallas shirt. You finally beat us.
Mary said, "I'm happy we got back at least."
Yeah, a little bit of respect that side of things. But Cowboys just played around too much again in the first half. Now the Eagles, they get a bye now. Then they get the Steelers, the Texans, the Commanders, the Colts, the Packers. There's no real strong team, guys. So the Eagles going to run it all over. It looks like they got that NFC East getting it closer, getting locked up.
There it is, yeah, on Curse.
Flag on Curse for
he moved
over the line of scrimmage. Just sloppy. It just doesn't matter anyways. It's over.
I mean,
what do we care
I
right
know,
now?
but I wish it would just,
write it down. You got it?
Yeah.
Another overwhelmingly Cowboy flagged game. I don't know if it's as bad as our usual, but it's, we're adding a couple extra flags here at the end. 27.
It is actually as bad as our usual, and this makes 9 penalties.
Son of a bitch.
And remember, one of them was declined or offset. It was offset. Yeah. That was it. JD from DC, much love. The $2 hollers saying it. Hashtag bring back Dak.
It's
guys,
time.
Guess
coming
what?
Next week, guys.
The only great part about this, like I said, the Cooper Rush talk hopefully ends. We don't have to hear that shit anymore from the random people. Some people will still do it. But secondly, and most importantly from that, the Cowboys now also have this sense of urgency to make sure Dak is back and ready to go. So.
Whoa! There's the fight you wanted. Osa with the tackle. Hey. Now he might be missing the next game. Whoa, there's a shot by fucking 96 Neville Gallimore. So
Who started it? Was it Osa?
Look at that. Driscoll's waving his hand at us. There's going to be a fight after the game. Like, you wanted a fight, you got to fight.
No, I didn't say I wanted one. I said, are we going to see more than just a scuffle? And I think I would count that as more than a scuffle.
Let's see.
The flag was
but
thrown.
I want to know what happened. But why did Osa tackle him and throw him to the ground? Someone probably cheap shot at Osa and he got pissed and had at him. He's thrown out. Lucky. So it means he's not thrown out. That means he probably is good for the next game. It just gets fined. Let's see it. Look. Osa. Late shot by Kelsey.
Yeah.
He's still pushing him.
Yeah, pushing him.
So Osa just driving into the. Hey, there you go. Kelsey got a little concussed there with his head to the ground. So at least he's leaving with that. Fuck you, Kelsey, little fucking bitch. Cheap shot, little bitch. And then you see what happened. You know what? I'll give that. I'm glad he got a little concussed there. Kelsey slamming his head against the ground like a bitch. The bitch he is. So go ahead. This is going to get worse.
There's less than a minute.
Look.
Really?
Sirianni is saying fuck you to us.
Wow. I mean.
Yeah, now they're talking shit because they got the first win.
Look, say what you want to say, but at least we keep it a little classier in Dallas. Because he was also like clapping like really.
Because Sirianni's a little bitch. But it's all right. He's 6-0. They earned it right now. I can't wait till they get Are they going to. And here it is. There's Neville Gallimore.
I was going to say, yeah, just take the knee and don't, LT, you can't take everything he says seriously now.
What did he say?
He said, wow, glad he's concussed, MCF.
You know what I mean. He didn't get concussion. Kelsey was ready for the flag. He's trying to draw a flag like a bitch. The first thing he did when he hit his head against the ground was like, where's the flag, man? Fuck you, Kelsey. Fuck you.
Well, he got the flag he was looking for,
There you go. He got it. There you go. But that was meaningless. Again, that's a 10th flag, right? That's double-digit flags for us. Once again, look. Another fight going on. Can you let me hold on, let me hear it, baby.
Tank is trying to keep him from fighting.
Are they? Is he? Okay. Let's see what happens here at the end of this game. Because fuck Philly in the end, you know what I mean?
I know.
Neville and Jalen Hurts, they were kind of joking after that play. You saw Neville come in hard, and then Jalen Hurts kind of tap him in the butt at the last play, and you'll see him kind of making up. But fuck Philly. Oh, they got the win. Congratulations on winning. You got the, it was you guys earning that last drive against us. I'll give you that one drive against us. That was earned. But outside of that, man, come on. You guys had every break. You guys had, some unbelievable second quarter, as we said.
I mean,
but they earned it. They earned the victory.
And you know
what? We helped give them the victory as well.
I think the most surprising part to me about this game was the fact that our defense, we got rattled. They got to us mentally, and you can see that.
I think the Cowboys have been...
And maybe it was, like you said, it wasn't like we went out there rattled either. Right? We didn't go out there. We went out defensively. We went out there with the right mindset. But too many mistakes to overcome, too much going on. And like I said, you can't tell me they didn't get to us, because look at the penalties. Look at the way that the defense ended up, unfortunately, breaking, like you said there, towards the end in a situation where they've really only been... and not to down the Eagles either, because again, they won, they have this record. Their offense is not dominant enough to have done what they did in that moment the way they did it. Does that make sense?
They got the ball at basically the midfield or 40-yard line on our side 2 out of those 3 times, and they had great field position all 3 times to score points. They scored 13.
Yep.
And look at the score on your screen, so, and then you take away the ass cheek. But again, we can sit here and cry about it. I put it more on Kellen Moore that we lost it in the beginning of the game. The end of the game, we played the best we could, and I can't get mad at that. It was a good battle. The Eagles are a good team. They're going to be able to they're not going to be the broken commanders, right? And then they're going to, we're going to make mistakes, and they're going to still not be able to take advantage of that.
We're definitely up for a very interesting NFC East division, because, the Eagles... it's not like they can... The best part about this in a weird way is that, sure, you guys might be 6-0, but you can't rest on your laurels. You're still only 1 game away from losing your spot, rocking the East between us and the Giants. Like, I'm just saying, like, you have 2 teams breathing down your neck. So, like, and I said this before, as far as, like, even us, like, I think when we were talking about this personally just behind the scenes, like, this feels like the type of year where our division will come down to 1 game towards the end of the season, but not in the 8-8 type of way, in the 14-2 type of way.
Like 2016, like in 2016 with Dak as the rookie.
Exactly.
We won the division, but it came down to like week 15.
Exactly, and we needed a record like 13-3 to get it done, because that's how hard it was rocking. Right. So it might take 12, 13 wins easy to win the division in the East this year. And right now, hey, listen, 4-2. Overall, you just look at that with no Dak Prescott for 5 of those 6 games. I'm surprised still that we're 4-2, but the defense is going to be fine as soon as we get the offense rolling a little more. If we run a more balanced offense, if we don't on offense, absolutely gave the game away.
If we do not have a more balanced offense, I'm telling you to remember this. And remember the Dak haters waiting in the wings. Even some Cowboy fans sitting there going, I can't wait till Kellen Moore starts to throw the ball all the time. Because then it makes their point look right. And it's not about right or wrong to me. It's about getting the best we can get out on that field. If you're a Dak hater, you should say, let's use Dak correctly, Kellen Moore. And we're not. So when Kellen Moore comes, when Dak Prescott gets back on that field, it's going to be against the Lions next week. That's my guess. Watch how we utilize him. Are we going to be doing like we had those 2 touchdown drives in this game against the Eagles? We're going to run the ball to Zeke and Pollard and then throw play actions over and over again to tight ends, and maybe with Dak would go second level, little stronger passes, change the game. So if we run that kind of offense in the second half, we will score more than 17 points. But if we run the passing 55 to 65% of the time offense, and not a more I don't want to run 60%. I want balance. You saw balance work in this game for the offense. Basically gave us 14 out of the 17 points was a balance. We didn't do any of that in the first half. I got 3 points because of a 2-minute drill. And so, again, special teams didn't really, they helped us a little bit, but it was penalties. The defense was disappointing on that. I'm going to say this. They played a great game until just the last drive. The last drive to me was the disappointment.
And that's what I said. Just we broke.
That hurt the most. That hurt the most. But you know what? We learned our break. We learned what we can't allow to happen anymore on defense. And somehow this defense has to go forward and grow from this and learn. The Eagles haven't really faced that yet. And they got a little taste today from our defense. And they did. I will give them a lot of credit. They held it. They held it together on offense. Enough in the second half to eke out a victory. But next time it's going to be different. I think we're going to be in a lot better situation on offense. I think our defense will be a seasoned, almost full second year under Dan Quinn defense. It's going to be a different story for these guys, and that's what's going to matter more as we get towards the playoffs. Whoever makes it, you might have 3 teams in the NFC East making the playoffs this year. We'll see, because the other guys, like the Bucks, the Rams, the Packers, they're losing. The Niners losing. They're all losing. So right now, we're still a favorite to make the playoffs. And again, battling these games at the end of the year, like the Eagles in Dallas. You got the Tennessee Titans.
Exactly.
You got the Giants in Thanksgiving. We'll see how that goes. Because the other games are going to be relatively easier.
Thank you, Mary Alvarez, by the way, with
much love. Appreciate you,
Dollar
Mary.
Holler. Much love there, saying, hey, come on, look on the bright side. We went 4-2 without Dak.
Yeah, and that's the real key here.
Again, I'm sure